Hello friends, my name is RagePanda1 and I am here and live and doing the thing, and you may be surprised because I've been a little bit under the weather, which is still kind of true. Still kind of true. Oh look, my wife already added everybody, that's helpful. That's nice. Pretty sweet, I guess. We're gonna start off with doing a little bit of the stuff I gotta clean up on my own account. That's always a good thing to do. Am I right? Yeah, still got a little bit of clear in my throat going on. It is what it is. Kimberly, Phoenix Echo, hello, and how are you? How you doing? How are you living? Warbringers, is that the banner we've got? Well, that would be fun. DHB, Tracher. I knew somebody was going to complain about the beard. I hate myself and I feel ugly and I wanted to change, Tracher. I just wanted to change. I've had a rough couple of weeks, and the way that I deal with that is that I change something. Today it was the beard. Give me shit about it all you want. It's still not going to be a beard there. That's just not coming back right now. Takes time. But, you know, maybe eventually. Maybe eventually that'll be a thing. More monkeys. Of course we want more monkeys. That's the only one I'm actually close to getting a companion on. So getting a 5 times would be pretty massive. I think I have 45 shards currently. I think that's where we sitting. Where we are sitting and what we are doing. The Points Exchange Store. Top up all the stuff. You could have a cool autumnal druid outfit. Or a dragon going around your city. For the low price of a lot of money. That is a lot of money. That is not cheap. If I am right about how that exchange rate goes, which I don't know. I don't normally spend very often, so probably don't know. Abid, thank you very much. I appreciate you, and hello. I appreciate you, brother. And then Halo comes in with the good lord, what happened? Well, what happened was, me and Halo were watching Vinland Saga, and we got to season 2, and Mappa took over, and everything's different now, and it's weird. And I don't feel like a Viking no more. There. How about that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Does that work for you? Good lord, what happened, he says. Let's see what automatic level I get to on here. My team's a little jacked up right now. A little jacked up on Mountain Dew. I'm not using her in the team. I am using this boy. And I kind of want to switch to the lady monkey. Kind of want to. I haven't decided yet. I have been using the boy monkey. I think I'm going to switch to the lady. Her gear's not as good right now, so I'd probably do better with the male. But we're just going to see what level they set us at. 88? That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. You know how strong we is. We about to get these hammers. We about to get these stones. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to skip Warbringers. I feel like they could be useful to me. I want to make boss-killing teams that are super strong, but what are you going to do? No new event. Well, they have the raising of the Nautilus. There's that. I'm hoping that it's not going to be too boring of a week. I missed the exciting week, being sick. Life hurts sometimes. I am going to be getting stones. It's the curse of the content creator. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The last time we had one of these, the next one was right here. I guess that's not the case today. We still try the corners. Boom! Oh, Tracher, I didn't mean to make you feel bad. He says, fine, okay, I will accept this. You know what, I'm going to let the lady read it. I hope it's not too quiet when she reads it. I hope it's not. Yeah, how many people were at the game show yesterday? Did you have a good time? Did I please you? I kind of want the mythic equipment, but obviously 7 stones is just better. It's just better, faster, and stronger. Oh boy. I'm going to go middle this time. Normally I don't go middle next. Not the ones. They were not the ones. Here's a new strategy for you. Also not the ones. RIP! Kimberly enjoyed the game show. Kimberly liked it. That's going to be a video. I do still have a bunch of videos. I want to make a video about how to actually use Male Water and Sun. I'm reluctant to do it because he's annoying. I don't want people to be good at using him. He's annoying. It's much easier for me to win if people don't know how to use him. But damn, do people be using him wrong. Dan the Robot Man, what's up, buddy? Welcome to you. Raji, someone stole my beard? That's right. That's right. I am happy with it. I just think that my hair is too long now in comparison. Oh, here she is. Oh, she's way too quiet. I don't know how to turn that up, but she was way too quiet. I have to check Tracher's account, he says. Maybe. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we should just do... I don't know if I already have what it takes to do the dramatic reading. We'll come back to that. We'll let my voice warm up a little bit. We'll warm it up. Hey, we did a bunch of stuff. Look at all that. That's right, I've been participating. I've been doing stuff and things. You may not have expected it of me, but it's true. And we're also dominating in Valley, like, a lot. And I'm going to call out one of my viewers a little bit. A little bit. I'm not going to say a name, because I don't want anybody being a hater. But we do have somebody on the enemy team that I know to be one of my viewers, and they're in my guild, and they're doing the strategy where they only go to different gates, and then they switch their main team, and they only use their main team for all of their stamina. And I still maintain that that is a lame, exploitative strategy that I do not agree with. I think it is very lame to do that. I'm just saying. I know a lot of people do it. I just feel like it was pretty clearly not intended. And the devs basically said it's not intended. And they don't like it. But also they're not going to fix it because they don't make any money from Valley of Conquerors. Isn't that cute? Any other people I can kill? I like killing folks. I'll hurt this guy. I'll give him a knuckle sandwich. Why not? Am I feeling better? Absolutely not. My sickness is a little better, but I still got stuff up in the sinuses, which is very annoying. And my back has just been in so much pain. And it's terrible. My back has been in so much pain that it makes me want to drink, but drinking doesn't help. So I have instead quit drinking so that I don't give in to the temptation to drink too much, because it won't help anyway and it'll just hurt. That's how bad the back pain is. It makes me want to drink. So, not happy about that at all. Not living the dream in that way. But what are you gonna do? Sometimes life hurts, and then you move on. And this has just been a rough week of going through it. Too many big boys there. Can't go with my medium team. I'm sure this is a nice 12 million team. Even bigger than that. Even larger. Alright. If that's the way they truly want to be. Ooh. I can't quite kill that team with those guys either. Unlucky. Very unlucky indeed. How about you? Booma. There's some free points. I'm just taking over the map at this point. I'm just taking all the nodes I can take. Why not? I can't fight that. I can't fight that. It's too strong. I mean, I might be able to. The problem is my second team, I don't have any healers, so that's not good. That's not good. I don't know, Kimberly. I've already been saying bad words, and I called somebody out. They don't like any of that, so it is what it is. I'm sure I've done enough to please their Discord with my contributions this month. So this time, I'll just make pee-pee jokes whenever I want to. That's what I will do. How about around here? Sometimes you gotta poke and prod and see Well, you gotta get in where you fit in. There we go. I know I can't go to that one still. That's fine. We'll save a little stamina. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Tracher says, everyone please remember to like the stream. Do that if I have earned it. I would appreciate it. I know I'm kind of making you watch my daily clickies right now. But I gotta get them done. And you're fine with that. You don't care. You're having a good time, right? You're looking at my face and laughing at me. That's what you're doing. According to Tracher, anyway. Or a couple of you people. It's alright. I know, change is difficult. Wild Ace Cat, if you end up watching this, you aren't getting any fame from me this week. After that bull hockey. He sat there and sniped it from me, and then I was too busy to play. And then he took my tower. Very unsportsmanlike conduct. Not friendly at all. Personally, I don't get into those pissing matches with guildmates. But I know that's not probably a normal thing to do. So it's fine. It is absolutely fine. What I really want is some intimacy packs to be coming around. I've been kind of waiting to do my Lux. That's what I've been wanting to do. I don't even have one of these guys started, so I can't get any of this stuff. Oh well. I don't think I even have a good one to bother starting. Now that I think of it. Pretty sure I've gotten... Wait, did I get one mythic? No, I got one mythic for somebody else. It's so hard to remember when I'm summoning for the other people. You know? I see so many guys fly by that I never know which is which. Nothing there. And nothing there. No, I have nothing. Nothing worth doing anything with. Sad but true. Alright, everybody do your dungeon descents with me. That's what we're going to do first. I know, I could go do account reviews and stuff. But I've been slacking and lacking. Not doing my dungeon descent. I have been getting them done every reset, but it's like the last day, and I have to do it. I gotta get it done! Oh. Iron Angel says that Rage Panda's not here. Sorry. It ain't me, dog. It ain't me. I am still gonna put in the Lady Monkey. Just for fun. Just because I like her. It doesn't really matter. These are dungeon descents, at least on this server, being so new. They're kind of easy. Although, I'm really excited to get my districts going even bigger. Because, man, it is so hard to level people up when you get up past 440. Even past 400. It gets expensive as all get out. And that's where I'm at with everybody on 2 teams right now. And it's too much. It is vastly too much. Ain't nobody got time for that. Not at all. So there's another game coming out soon that is similar to this. Actually, it's similar to Genshin Impact because it's made by the same people. Called Zenless Zone Zero. And you know what? When that comes out, I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it. And I'm going to play it for a certain group of people. And that group of people is the ones like me that are a little bit over the PvP. I'm a little bit overpaid to win PvP. There, I've said it. I mean, the Valley of Conquerors for the last 2 weeks I've been absolutely dominating. But it almost feels bad because, like, nobody even has a chance. Sounds like ZZZ, as in sleeping, says Final State. Well, you know, anytime I do anything that is not the absolute normal standard, there's people who are going to be mad about it. And they're going to say, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Magnus says I look much younger. Thank you. Thank you for being the one person to say nice words about me shaving my beard. Always a legend. Magnus right there. I feel younger when I shave. That beard wasn't even going that long. I think I was on maybe 4 months for that beard. And that was with a trim. Dan Robot Man says it looks hella dope. Zenless Zone Zero. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. I'm doing it for the people who are a little bit over the pay-to-win PvP. I enjoyed Genshin Impact when it came out. I thought the rates were really bad. And I didn't love that. I tried to play Honkai Star Rail, but I was a bit depressed at the time and I just didn't have fun. That's probably more on me than it is on Star Rail. And maybe I should try it again while I'm waiting for the other one to come out. I can have Halo teach me all about it. How to do a good job as a free player. Because I probably wouldn't spend any money on that particular one. But when the new one comes out, I feel like getting into a game right when it starts is better. Especially for games like this. Like, if you're just coming into Bloodline and you have 120 characters or whatever stupid amount we have now, that is a lot harder to learn than when it was the main champions and the Lume, for instance. So, and they always get crowded with all these systems. It's like, okay, now you got to know Celestial Bonds and Sprites and the Guardian Stone and all this other bullshit that you got to figure out. How do I play Valley of Conquerors? How do I play Guild Conquest? How do I do Conquest of Sakkad? How do I do the other version of Conquest of Sakkad? They've added so much stuff. Even Vigor wasn't in the game originally. And it's like, keeping up with all of the new stuff as a person who's brand new and never played before, that is a challenge, and it's not as fun. And if you're a content creator and you're trying to come into a game and pretend like you have any authority on the subject, then it's much easier to do that if you're getting in right away. Unless you want to do like a semester of college classes on the game, then you're fine. Just do a bunch of research and you'll be fine. But I don't want to do that. I like to come up with my own conclusions, as you very well know. So I might be doing that. I think I'll leave it up to the group of viewers whether I should make a few Star Rail videos or not. I do think that it would... I'm in a place with Bloodline right now where I'm happy with my pace of videos. Obviously the last week was a bit slow, but generally every other day I like to be making a video, and then on top of that I'm doing streams, and I'm pretty happy with that pace. But if I had a second game, then I might be doing daily content again. The problem is, if I want to do daily stuff on Bloodline, like, I can't test all of the teams I want to talk about. All of the stuff I want to make isn't going to be relevant to everybody if I go back through the old releases, and I don't have them. I know people will give me access to their accounts, but that's a little bit beside the point. And I want to do all of that stuff eventually, but I just want to do it in good time. I'm not trying to get burnt out on the game, is basically what I'm saying. But I still feel like I could be putting out more content, so I'm kind of looking for a second game to be that carrier of my second content that I'm making. You haven't heard of Honkai Star Rail? Well, it's another phone game, so a lot of people like that, but it is also available on PC. And it looks really cool. The thing that puts off some of the people who play Bloodline is that it's sort of in an anime style. But it's basically the same concept. You summon for your heroes, they have gear. Their gear is a little more impactful in that game than it is in this game. And you're going through trying to complete a bunch of quests and side quests and daily challenges and all this stuff. It seems to be a pretty fun time. I think the best version of that that's ever been made is Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, but that game is almost a decade old now. And so I feel like jumping in to start on that one is not ideal, although it is probably one of the best gacha games ever made. Probably is. I probably will do... well, I definitely am going to do content on Zenless Zone Zero when it comes out. But nobody knows when it comes out. It's just supposed to be this year. So maybe picking up Honkai Star Rail and just checking it out, trying it out, learning how the game works would give me a little bit of insight when I pick up the new game, and it would have people ready for the fact that I'm making more than one kind of content. I just feel like, creatively speaking, that's better for me at this time. And I know that it's not necessarily better for a YouTube channel to be doing that, but what are you going to do? What I would probably do, I don't know, man. I don't think I would want to start a second channel about it. Maybe I'm just a mobile gaming channel. I think I could make that work, but I'm not sure. They do betas, but you have to, like, get into it. Do heroes quests? Do you mean the board game? Hero quests? I could do that. I got the old version, I got the new version, I got the tabletop simulator version. Which one you want? Which one you want? I'll do them all. I know you're talking about a phone game. I know. I know you are. But I love the old board game. Big fan. Kinda got me into tabletop gaming in general. Do them all. Get to the chopper! Oh boy. Do I want to reduce their health? I think I want to reduce their health, even though increasing defense would be good for you, lady. How you gonna do me like this? How you gonna do me like this, man? Goblins, dog. Can't even trust them. He's all smiling like we friends and shit. We ain't friends. He ain't give me no deals. I tell you. Halo, are you still here? Can you tell me a little bit about Honkai Star Rail? I know I've played like just a tiny bit of it, but I want to know more. But I would just do that. Like, I would make this stream a Honkai Star Rail stream and just go have fun and play around. But you guys have been neglected of Bloodline content since I've been sick, and I can't do that to you. Can't do that to you. So we're warming up on the old Dungeon Descent. We're going to do a dramatic reading, and then we're going to look at somebody's account. Tracher wants me to have a second look at his account. Just peek in there. And he is one of my IRL friends. So he gets that luxury. That's what happens. All you got to do is befriend the panda. That's all you got to do. Then you get perks. Free bamboo anywhere you go. That's all I know. Halo, I want to know about the end game of Honkai Star Rail, because I know the general game concept I like. I know that much. The problem is a lot of the ones that are really good and don't focus on PvP. That's really what I'm looking for. I want a really good gacha game that's fun to play, but doesn't focus on PvP. Because I don't know if you remember the Harry Potter one. We played that one a lot. A lot. And then what happened was we got to the top ranks of PvP, and then it started being a bunch of people using actual hacks to get unlimited mana in the game. And so I was so annoyed that I felt like that was happening that I went and looked up, like, okay, if I wanted to cheat, is it possible, or am I crazy here? Is it just really easy? So I went and did some research, and I looked it up, and sure enough, it's right on the front page of Google if you wanted to search for it, how to get the hacks. And usually these things used to be buried in like secret discords, and you had to know somebody who knows somebody, and it was a big deal. Not anymore. Now it's just all out there, man. Halo says the endgame has a few things to do. There's some stuff you still can't do. Yeah, you have been playing a lot since launch. You have been. Well, that's all I really want, right? It's sort of... They call them live service games, kind of. I call them lifestyle games, where you basically, you know, you're playing the game every day. Bloodline is a game like that. Like, you wake up, you already know you're playing this game on that day. It's going to be every day. The amount that you're going to play it might change, but... And all those games have to do, it's what Dokkan Battle did. Game, why do you got to be this way? Why you got to be like this? Nobody wanted you to do that, but there you were. Just doing it. What Dokkan Battle did is they keep they keep the power creep going, so there's always something to chase. That's important. It sucks because you get the old units and then they're really good and then they're not really good if you take a break. That's a little bit unfortunate, but you need something to chase. And then with that, they release all sorts of different... what Dokkan did was be Dragon Ball, says Halo. I mean, kind of, yes. That is kind of true. Oh, Kimberly's chat isn't updating. That poor girl. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's not on my end. I suppose either way it's on my end because you're in my house. She's in the walls. But with that power creep, Dokkan Battle just keeps releasing events that are harder and harder and harder to do. So you're constantly pushing to do more and more and more. And there's a lot of stuff that you can just sit there and grind, which I like. Like, if there's a grindy aspect to a game that is optional and not absolutely mandatory, I love it. But if it's absolutely mandatory, like they had some during the N'Zoth part of World of Warcraft, they had some corruption stuff for your gear and you had to grind it. Like if you missed a day, it was a huge negative and you couldn't even hit a milestone, and then your raid timers were all screwed up because you didn't do the right thing at the right time. I don't like that. I think that's lame. But if there's like, oh, there's this free-to-play character that's actually really good in certain situations, you don't need them to win, but they're really fun to have, and you can just go grind it out. Yeah, let me do that. I'll do that shit all day. I will stay playing that. But if it's mandatory, then I suddenly hate it. I don't know why. Maybe that's a character flaw in me, but that's just how I feel. I want more of that stuff in this game. We've got the power creep coming, but so many people are spending thousands of dollars, literally thousands of dollars per season of Guild Conquest, that's all they care about anymore. They don't care about anything else. They don't want to make content that you don't got to pay for, because people are paying so damn much to do the other content. Which is why they said in their question and answer that they literally will not work on Valley of Conquerors anymore. They have no plans to ever change Valley of Conquerors. It is not on their radar. They will only be focusing on Guild Conquest. That's not coming from me. That's what the developers said. That's what the developers said. And why would that be? Because people are paying thousands of dollars per season of Guild Conquest. That's why. That is why. It's only a handful of people, but imagine how many thousands of American dollars that is per season, compared to $0 earned from Valley of Conquerors. Like, they are making a ton of money on that. And that doesn't even include all the regular spending that all the whales are doing, which is a lot. It is a lot. I don't mind that it takes multiple seasons to get a Bloodcraft legend. I think that could be fine in the right system. But when that's only attached to such a pay-to-win system, then it's broken and dumb and stupid and not fun. Because the game mode is broken and dumb and stupid and not fun. I've been on the winning end, I've been on the losing end. Neither one of them is fun. Right now, I'll show you. I'll show you right now. Why don't we hop on into Guild Conquest and have a good old time? We'll have a good old show and tell. Damn it, I forgot it ended. Well, needless to say, we had every single node on the board the entire time. For 2 of them in a row. And it's like, that doesn't help me at all. It just doesn't help. It's not fun. And then people hide in their base and don't play, which is what I would do, because why would I want to bother with that? And then you're stuck with it. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just making sure these are the same price because I didn't actually look before when I started buying them. But that's right. I am going for a Bloodcraft legend. You guys have talked me into it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. But I'm not going for the best one because I still disagree with the concept and I have to at least do it wrong. But we're going to talk about my guy. We're going to talk about my boy that I'm going for. We're going for Zeiston. He did have a glitch with his ultimate at one point, but that has since been resolved. But this guy's actually way better than most people think, but nobody gets him because he's so expensive to get, And you could be getting Phoenix, so why are you doing this? Why would you bother with this, you know? You're talking about mostly for the older heroes that they shouldn't take 4 to 5. Well, it's, again, I don't mind that. I think grinding for them is fine. It's true that they get a little underpowered like the other ones do, and maybe the price should be somewhat reduced over time. I don't have the right answer for that. I don't have the right answer for that. Nathan likes Lightning Wolf. I also like Lightning Wolf. I'm getting this guy because I imagine he's the least popular. That's why I chose this guy. So what does he even do? He gains a shield that can block damage equal to 18% of his max constitution, which is great because it's based on his max constitution, so you don't need to scale strength for it. So you get all sorts of benefits just from taking energetic. That happens once per 8 seconds, and it lasts for 5 seconds, so that is pretty strong. When the shield is broken, all enemies around the caster are stunned for 1.5 seconds. That is amazing. Even if it didn't do the last part where it gives strength resistance to all your allies, that's also very cool, and it'll be active half the time. My headset just beeped at me, and I can't believe that it would be dying right now, but I guess it is. I guess that's what's happening. I'll plug you in. I'll put the thing in the hole. You think I won't? You better believe I will. So that's super good. That's an AoE stun that happens essentially every 8 seconds. Essentially every 8 seconds. And all the other parts that go with it are awesome. Alright, so his active skill. He roars furiously to taunt nearby enemies. Taunt triggers Male Water and Sun's energy gain, just like the AoE stun we just talked about. So that forces them to attack the caster with normal attacks in the next 4 seconds, and he takes 70% less damage. So for the 4 seconds that those guys are taunted, they're not going to break his shield. Only somebody who was not in the taunt and gets to do an active skill or something is going to break the shield. He is not going to be having his shield broken during the taunt phase. He's so tanky during that taunt phase, and that's going to be happening a lot, and it lasts for a long time. And all of those taunts trigger Male Water and Sun's energy gain, just like all of the stuns that are happening on their own every 8 seconds. Just like the stun that also is going to occur in his ultimate, where he leaps above the current target and stomps down on the ground, dealing damage to all nearby enemies, equal to 700% of his strength and inflicting stun for 3.5 seconds. Each additional enemy unit caught in the stomp takes 10% more damage and is stunned by a further 0.25 seconds. So, he can stun the whole team, and then taunt the whole team, and then stun the whole team, and in that time he's probably stunning the whole team again from his passive. The amount of crowd control that he brings to the table and tankiness is amazing, and with that, all of it applies to the energy gain of Male Water and Sun, so you can probably have him be the only energy battery on the team for Male Water and Sun if you really wanted to, and that's a great thing because he's a very tanky boy. He's going to be around for a long time, and it makes him a great target for actually putting on some of your better team traits. So I like all of that. I like all of it. And I think that he's really good, but I don't think that he's like vastly overpowered and annoying like some of the other ones might be. So I think that, plus he looks amazing. He just looks super, super dope. Very excited about how he looks. So, there are some downsides, namely the clan traits that he comes with. Those aren't the best. Well, I shouldn't say that. The Warbringer one used to be way better before other ones came out, but it's aight. Let's go read the low-level version of it. Whatever, we'll read the low-level version of the Orost one first. For the first 10 seconds of battle, increase damage reduction for all the teammates by this small amount. I think it's around 10% at max level, if I remember correctly. Need the beard and the hairstyle. Nobody needs a beard. Not where we're going, right? All this beard talk today, I tell you. And obliteration is decent. It's each attack reduces the target's constitution recovery, and it stacks up to 4 layers. The problem is, I mean, I guess the good news is that the taunt probably counts. The passive, when the shield breaks, probably counts. The ult definitely counts. It's not like it's completely useless, but compared to Cold Snap, it's terrible. Compared to Cold Snap, it's just not good. In my opinion. Arden is 15% max at level 22, is that what you mean? That's not bad, but it is a first 10-second trait. But it helps against Bulko. So, like, there are better traits that could be on there, but I'm not sad about them, is what I'm saying. Yeah, the wolf, I could be summoning the wolf on somebody else's account and making a video on it if I wanted to. But I feel like, I don't know. I have already talked about this guy. I do think that he's really good. He's going to be fun. He looks cool. Maybe I'll make a video on it. Maybe I won't. We'll see. But I am going for Zeiston. That's who I am going for. And I love how they call him Asterion when you get the shards. They can't just use one name. Why would they do that? Then you might know what you're doing. You might be aware of what you're buying. When I do it on my phone, I can't tell who's on the picture. And I'm just trying to read it. And I can't. Maybe it's because I got old man eyes. I'm not sure. Yeah, obliteration used to be super good. Until Cold Snap came out. If Cold Snap was not a thing, and I had been playing when they came out, I would have been telling you all how important it was to get that on your team somewhere. But now there are better options. Still a great option, but there are better options. And partially because you need to have it on the right person for it to really matter. If it's on the wrong guy, it's just not doing anything. I'm going to start skipping these. I just can't. They're taking too long, bro. You ever do that? You ever just want to be done with your dungeon descent? I just did one, I feel like, and now I'm at the end of being able to do this one. I don't mind it, but it is a bit long. It's like, this is the sort of game mode they need to keep doing. That's what I think. And then they did Conquest of Saccad, and you're like, well, that's kind of good. But I have problems with Conquest of Saccad. Number one, I do think that the way that pillaging works in the Sails and Sabers version is good for the game in that it makes you need to have more than one team. That's pretty decent, actually. Needing to only have one team is kind of boring. It's not that fun. So having a good reason to have multiple teams is pretty solid. And with pillaging, you really only need 2 decent teams. The third one is irrelevant. As long as you're winning with your other 2, it doesn't matter much. So that's no big deal. And by the way, when you're doing your combats in there, pay attention to the order that the enemy has placed their teams in. They might have their strongest team in the last slot, so make sure you're trying to counter that. And by the way, if you can't beat their strongest team, then don't. Put your weakest guys against them and just accept the loss and move on. Win the other 2 and be a winner. You can do it. I believe in you. But at the same time, I think that game mode sort of doesn't respect the player's time. It takes too long. The animations of the sailing take too long. You recover so much more energy and trade points that you gotta keep babysitting it all day long. I don't want to have to do that. I kind of want a game mode like that where I'm going to come in and interact with it once per day, and that's going to be good enough. I don't want to have to watch it all day long and keep clicking the thing. It's nice if I can do that. Moira, hello! Hello and welcome to the stage of history. What would be fun is to go into Moira's account and have a look around. See if she's been playing. No pressure. No pressure. but that would be fun. And then on the Summertide version, it's just a trick to try to get you to spend extra money on replenishing the stamina of your fighters. And it's way expensive, like 1,200 to be able to do that. And that, I don't like that either. I think it's too much. I think it's too much. Hey, we found him. We did it. We're heroes. You were playing earlier? Hell yeah, dude. That's what we talking about up in here. It is good to see Moira more often. I agree, Tracher. I agree, my friend. However, I have been playing Sails and Sabers and the Summertide when they're up because I still think that they're fun. I just think that there are parts about them that are not my favorite design. And I don't mind needing to upgrade my ship a little bit so that I can be more effective in Sails and Sabers and all this stuff. It's just, I don't know. Like the quests that you have to complete, the amount that you have to play it to complete all of the quests that they put out there is ridiculous. It is way too, like literally I was playing it 3 times a day and I upgraded my ship and I made a whole team so I could pillage every time it was available, and I wasn't even close to finishing those quests. Not even close. And it was very annoying to me that I put in that much time and effort and I was not even close to finishing the quests. I felt that that was a little bit dumb. Basically, the only way you can do it is by spending a lot more. It does have some pretty good rewards. Between all of that stuff and guild conquests and everything, getting the base game companions is trivial at this point. Absolutely trivial. I literally unlocked 6 of them in one day. Just because you have so many companion summons, and you just keep doing all your companion summons, and next thing you know, you're 5 points away from all of them, and I'm like, oh hey, I have all these heart boxes. I'll just finish all of these companions at the same time, which, by the way, is fantastic for districts. You want to have as many companions as you can have, because it makes your district stronger. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, and they don't necessarily go for the companions that they don't care about, but you still want to get them all. You got to catch them all, even when we're talking about hooers. You got to get all the hooers you can get. Oh, more surprise about the beard. I am not surprised that you are surprised. I just wanted to change my face. I hope you'll still like me even though I look like this. Sorry, I'm not better looking. You were waiting for the new characters to be on the summonings for the companions? Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. They literally will never do it. And the reason is because people spend money for the other companions. They're not gonna make it so you spend less money. Good lord. They're not gonna do that. Anything you spend money on, they're gonna keep asking you to spend money on it. Nice. We found the boy. We found the man. Megatron81 says, catch all the hoes. That's right. Well, now I'm going to assume that it's Muhammad and it's just shortened. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me I'm handsome. I appreciate you. I feel young. I feel pretty, oh so pretty, 'cause I shaved off my beard today. And I pity. I better not keep going, they'll get me. They'll come after me. I don't know why I clicked on the bonus heroes. I don't need them. I don't even need them. My team's too strong. One thing that I've noticed about my team, by the way, both bears, male Akuna and the male Water and Sun, it doesn't matter who number 5 is. It really doesn't matter. I win on defense all the time because people underestimate what's going on. And they try to attack me because they're a little bit higher in total might. And then they just get stomped. And it's a joyous occasion. I highly recommend the team. Don't do all of them, just enough to empty the store? What do you mean? Don't do all of what? All of which thing? Are you talking about Sails and Sabers? All 3,000 summons. Bro, what is you talking about, bro? Are you talking about... Okay. Okay. Are you talking about not spending... Like, you don't want to get too many of these heart boxes? You are an old school player and you don't know that these reset. These reset now. You can keep buying these. They run out, but then they come back. And then when they come back, you keep buying them for intimacy. And you want more intimacy so you can increase your celestial bonds. So they're not going to put the other companions in here. It's not going to happen. You just keep summoning and just keep buying this out and have yourself a good time and get all your intimacy. If you get every other champion to level 22 traits and you want to start saving them, then I understand maybe in 2 years there will be some sort of a change. But if you're holding out for it now, then you're wasting your resources. That's what I would say. That is what I would say. But these, you used to only be able to buy all of these once and then they never came back. But that's not the case anymore. They reset now. Yeah. In fact, I think mine have already reset. Like, yeah, the Fulgur. I got the Fulgur by using these. That's how I got the Fulgur, and she's back up to 60 times now. So, in fact, that was part of the reason why I thought I didn't have the Fulgur, because I thought I remembered buying her that way, and then it said that there was 60 left, and I was like, oh, I didn't get her. And I ended up buying a bunch of extra tokens, like 18 of them or something, that I didn't need to buy, and then I was like, oh, they reset. That's how this works now. How should you accumulate gems without spending money? Well, just doing every daily thing gets you gems. One way is to just, every time there's a red dot here, you get yourself a prisoner. And then that's 50 free gems every time you get to make a new friend. Which now I'm going to have to go punish some people. But if you're in a guild where they don't have enough people participating anyway, you might be able to do a little bit of guild conquest. I've been playing it. I have some points. I don't have the most points out of anybody. But I've been doing stuff and things. And making some moves. It hasn't been the absolute worst. But it also hasn't been the absolute best. But the stuff that you get for it is pretty solid. It's pretty solid stuff. You can't argue with that. But do your Valley of Conquerors. It's pretty fun. It's pretty chill. It's not that bad. Do all of your quests every day in here. And if you can get here closer to server reset to pick up all of the quests, then you'll have a better chance. If enough people pick them up, then you can't get them anymore. And then that's a sad face. But it's usually just a bunch of daily stuff that I do to get a ton of diamonds. And then they have events come around where you can earn a bunch of extra ones. You just gotta be looking out for them. I don't know about all of these ones. You get a little bit here and there, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Your rat passed away today. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. I feel like my cat Lana is starting to get old. I'm noticing signs of getting old, so I've been thinking occasionally what it's going to be like when that finally comes to pass. And even that makes me sad. Just thinking the what if, so I do not envy you on this day. But hey, we're going to distract you and have a little bit of fun. That's what we're going to do. I don't know if it's just because she's been hissing a lot at the new kitten, but her meows have not been strong. And she's been kind of throwing up a lot. But I think it's just stress related, because she doesn't like the new kitten yet. They're starting to be friends. Occasionally they'll be snuggled up. Occasionally they'll be fighting. But what are you going to do? Tracher, you too. I'm sorry, my man. Boys, this is supposed to be a happy stream. I'm very sorry to hear that. Oh, man. Now we're all sad. But thank you for sharing. We are here for you. And how dare you not tell me when it happened? Hello? Friends. We're friends here. You're eating the chocolate truffles? That's good. That certainly helps. Nobody's alone on Valentine's Day when the panda's around. Because there's enough to go around. There's a lot of me is what I'm saying. I'm enormous. I have a hard time being nice to myself. Do you ever have that? I do. What should you buy with 15k diamonds? Interesting. Do you have the companion gift exchange available to you? Because that could be a thing. Oh, rough. That is rough. I mean, we don't know if the fishing event is ever coming back, so saving for that is not ideal. Saving for a hope and a dream is just not a thing that I think is wise to do. They found out that there's a loophole in it now that we can actually get more rewards than they thought. And so, if it does come back, I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't work that way. Yeah, unless your account is so big that you got nothing else that you care about at all, I wouldn't be saving for it at all. If I had 15k diamonds, I would first be making sure that I had all of my district companions mythic and level 22 traits. And then I'd be getting ready for might events to have plenty of stones for the next new clan, because they've been doing a trend of making wildly overpowered clans over and over and over again. And while I don't think that the monkeys are wildly overpowered, I do think they're very good, better than most other options in several cases. And so I expect the next ones to be just as good. And I think that's more of a safe bet rather than a guess. And if you're wrong, you're still going to have a ton of stones for when good characters do come around. If you did have all of your district champions, and you didn't have male water and sun, then I might wait for a companion gift exchange and get as far as I could get on that. Although it took me probably, I don't know, 35,000 gems or something to be able to actually complete that, which in order to get that, I bought the challenge fund, because that's how you get that many diamonds, as you spend. That's how you do it. Or you wait a really long time. I currently have 11k, and that was from the garden event, where we actually finally got diamonds back. And I was pretty much just pumping my gems the whole time. You would do Lux? Hey, Lux is great in districts. Top tier in districts. Moira, I was sad that you didn't catch the Valentine event that I did on the official Discord. You would have had a good time. We did a dating game. I left with a fresh, hot piece of male luxuriant abdominals to take back to apparently his dungeon is what we were doing. There was a whip involved. I don't know. It got weird. But that's going to be made into a video at some point. It'll be a long video, but it will be a video. Maybe I should make it into 3 separate videos, and then for people who like that sort of thing, they can do as they please and maybe watch one at a time. Maybe that would be a better way to consume it. Otherwise, it was like an hour and a half long. But the individual pieces were probably closer to, I don't know, between 18 and 25 minutes, I think is safe, with a little bit of open air time in there in between. No kink shaming? Hey, I'm not. I picked the guy with the dungeon. And I'm not even into dudes. That's how much I don't kink shame. Although, I got to admit, the Kavak companion had some very sweet words. And I ended up wanting to snuggle with her by the end. They were all a bit over a half hour. Well, maybe I took a long time. I don't know. You know me. I just black out and start talking. I have no idea what I said. Or what went on. Or if it was even good. I just start going. People compare me to Jack Black, or at least they were when I was having my big, huge beard. And I feel like I am like him in that way. We both just go off on a tangent, and I don't know. I'm not responsible for my actions. I was performing at the time. You know? He's a little better at it than me, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's getting cold down here. Maybe it's the lack of a face blanket. I'm gonna have to go call up one of those companions, get one of them to sit on my face. Wait a minute. That would be... That's not how you stay warm. That's not how you do that. Too far? Probably. But it's my own stream time, and I'll do what I want. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. It's almost over. Even though there were 2 males and 1 female contestants, 3 male companions were chosen. Oh, that's true. Man. Women posting their L's, am I right? Sorry, ladies. I'm just saying. When you go on a dating game, it's like scrolling through Tinder. Not exactly looking for love. You're looking for a fine shag. That's what I've heard. I happen to already know who Jim is, which is why I'm not participating in any of those extra events. I think that Friday? Is it Friday? Maybe it's Saturday. You're supposed to guess which community members were playing which person. They got a lot of good ways to earn free diamonds from that particular event. And by the way, I heard some people talking... There are people talking so bad about the events that were going on. Do you realize that those were volunteers that gave their time away for free to do those events to just make people happy? Why are you angry? Why are you... They made chat bots where you could do little matching quizzes to see how well you matched with the companions. They made all of that from scratch just for you in volunteer time, just to make you happy. I saw some people on the official Discord talking about how lame everything was. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. People are working hard. I'm sorry we're not a development team of 300 people getting paid for every move that we make here. It's alright. So, for some people, nothing's ever going to be good enough. Especially around Valentine's Day, people get very bitter. They just get extremely bitter if they are not currently in love with somebody. They see a couple holding hands on the street and they just absolutely lose their cool. So, don't be that guy. I tell ya. Goodness. So tired of being sick, guys. I'm over it. Savesu! Welcome to Legendary Status, my friend. And welcome to the stream. What a way to kick the door open. My man just straight up kicked the door open. And he said, I have arrived! Savesu would have liked the dating game, too. But anyway, I saw somebody on a different forum of communication who was talking about, this is a bit of a sensitive subject, but I'll try to put it as nice as possible. What they said was, another Valentine's Day alone, I guess it's time to pack it in, if you know what I mean. And if you got an imagination, you'll know what I mean. And my response to them was that I found it to be a little bit weird that their issue is they feel like they're not good enough for anybody to love, And their response to this, their answer, does not include attempting to be better. Isn't that weird to you? Guys, if you feel like you're not good enough, all you got to do is improve a little bit. You don't have to be perfect tomorrow. Stop trying to be perfect tomorrow. That's dumb, because it's not going to happen. But you could be a little bit better tomorrow. You could do a little bit of something. Maybe you don't normally do the dishes. Go do the dishes. You were better today. Good job. Now tomorrow, let's do another thing that makes you better again. And just keep doing that. And don't do it so somebody loves you. Do it so you love yourself. For the love of God. You deserve it. Everybody deserves love. That's why you should be giving it to yourself. But if you truly feel like you're not good enough for anybody to love, then your solution should be self-improvement. And then if you ever feel like you're good enough for love, your solution should still be self-improvement forever. Hey, we did it. Potion of Rage. All you got to do is give the clan a pep talk and you get a Potion of Rage. That's my prize. Halo says, man, fuck them dishes. That's fair. That's fair. None of my dishes are the right shape. If you catch what I'm throwing at you. And maybe I could do something with the sponge, I don't know, but the dishes themselves. Give me a sponge and a glass. I don't know, I'll work something out. A little bit of dish soap. What are you gonna do? Did I do the new code? I did. BLD Valentine. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's BLD Valentine to get a couple of things to impress a girl. That's pretty much all you get. What, Halo, did I go too far? Hey, I don't know if I have any shot glasses that are small enough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's graphic. Giuseppe, hello, my friend. No, you did not click an old live. I'm different now. Life is different now. I shaved the beard. I decided to become a young man again, instead of an old hobo who makes videos on the internet. I like having a mighty beard the same as the next guy, but if it only takes a couple of months to grow it, then there's no harm in shaving it off when you feel like it. And I felt like it. I was tired of trying to eat a burrito or something, and then a little chunk of mustache gets shoved into my mouth. That's for the birds. I was fresh over that. I cannot come up with a good temperature down here. Turn the heater on, it's too hot. Turn it off, I'm instantly freezing my balls. Which is not the way that I like to be. I don't want to be freezing my balls. That's not what I want at all. I know, a lot of people don't want to hear the advice that self-improvement is necessary. But I don't know about, maybe it's just me. Maybe this is just my dream. But when I think about the person that I want to be like, the people that I admire usually are fictional characters. And usually they are dealing with their own adversity and overcoming it for the betterment of those around them. And that I think is one of the most noble goals. You gotta deal with your own shit, of course. But if you could pick up some of the extra baggage for the people around you, then damn it, you're doing a pretty good thing for society, and that's about all anybody could ask. And that's how I want to be. So maybe it's wrong for me to assume that other people might also be interested in that, but it just sounds so good. It just sounds so good. You know, you watch an anime or something, they got the leader of the village. He's like the really strong guy, but he doesn't fight anymore because he feels like it's wrong. But then he has to fight, and he murders all the demons. Everybody's like, oh, you're the best. But it like tears his heart apart because he remembers that one time where his wife was a demon, and he was like, oh, I love you, but you're a demon, and I can't fight demons anymore because it's like, I think about you, I see your face in all of them. And then, I don't know, Jesus came down, he opened the clouds up and took a big shit on her face. And she died, and he was watching her, like, melting in Jesus shit. And he's like, curse you, God. I know I must do what's right. I'll never fight again. I can't fight your battles for you anymore now that you've shit on my wife. So every demon he kills just breaks his heart. Absolutely heartbroken. But he does it for the village, guys. That's the kind of guy I want to be. Does that make sense? Did I paint a picture for you? I feel like I did. Of course it needs a My Chemical Romance theme song. Savesu likes it. He wishes he had the beard. Listen. Ladies love the baby face. At least they did when I was a young man. Now, probably not so much, but I was just tired of it. Actually, what I was tired of was I was tired of being sick. I was tired of being depressed. And I was tired of my back and body hurting so much. And I couldn't do anything about any of those things. So I changed something that I could change, just to have a small semblance of power and agency over my own body. So that is the actual reason that I shaved my beard, if you want a little honesty in your life. That's what happened there. So, I know people are going to make jokes about it, but that's why. Now they're into the dad bods. I've got that. I've got muscle and it's coated by a whole layer of flab. I got that in spades. I can do that. If we get into a car accident, you don't even need an airbag. Just land on me. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I'm so deep into this, I don't know why I'm still clearing the floor. I do that. When I get past 20, I just don't even clear the floor anymore or pick up chests. If you're not strong enough by then what are you still doing out here in the streets? Man, I got screwed on deals this time. Screwed on them. Oh well. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm kind of sad that this is all I have for summons. I like these guys, but I don't love them. I want the male. I want to make an absolute boss-crushing team, but I feel like doing that is always good to help with guild bosses. But what are you gonna do? It wasn't meant to be. Now I gotta clear out a space for our prisoner that we left hanging. I guess it'll be her. You know how to make friends. We got a new mirror in our room. And so, you know, every now and then you got to take stock of how your body is doing, how you keeping up. And I was happy to say that there's still quite a bit of muscle there. And hey, if I shift my organs around and flex, I have a little bit of what abdominals used to be. I do. You could see like the upper third. There's definition, there's the line in the middle. I'm like, that ain't too bad. I just wish that it didn't look like I was wearing a barrel on the inside of my stomach. I gotta lose just that part of the beer belly. But I am doing a little bit of a diet now. It's not like a diet. It's more like an eating pattern. Because diets don't work, unfortunately. The problem with diets is that you stop doing them. And then you lose all your progress. Which is what's always happened to me in the past. Savesu's just a tall, skinny bitch, he says. Well, there are also ways to deal with that. That there are. I know both issues can be equally frustrating. It's not easy to deal with being skinnier than you want, just like it's not easy to deal with being fatter than you want. But that doesn't mean there's no solutions. It certainly doesn't mean that. Look at this. Look at this. 110 companion summons, and that's just from Guild Conquest. Like, they're just giving these companions away. They're like, Free whores, get your whores here. Come on down to Guild Conquest where everybody gets one whore. It's easy. What about being shorter than you want? Sometimes that's just a lesson in learning to accept the way that things are. Just like for dudes that have little wieners and ladies, maybe they got lips that are like doing a weird thing. You can't change it. I mean, you could get weird surgery and then you'll look worse. You will definitely, if you get weird surgery, you will definitely look worse. Or maybe there's ladies that their boobie looks like a fried egg on a nail, you know? Sorry, that's just the boobies that you got. But I can tell you this, even if your boobies look like a fried egg on a nail, and even if your lips are doing a weird whatever thing, somebody still wants to look at it. And somebody probably wants to do more than that. You just got to find the right person. At that point, you just got to find the right person. And the same is true for people who are not as tall as they hope they were. There's a lot of people that don't care about that. In fact, I would say that a lot of people who do, not everybody, but a lot of people who care about that are not necessarily worth reproducing with anyway. You know? What kind of mother is she gonna be if she's like, he better be 6'2" and have $400,000 a year for me? You know? Like the New Jersey Shore tramps, whatever you call them, sleuts. You know which ones I'm talking about. You can't be producing a family with those kinds of people. You must pass. That is not a smash. Michael G, hello. Feel like I'm talking to myself. Let's go ahead and summon these companion parts. Now, I like to get excited about my summons. So when I do these, I'm scrolling, boom, ×5, and now I'm happy. Now I'm happy. That's free intimacy, baby. That's free real estate. We like that. That's right. And by the way, if you're interested in a traditional relationship and other people around you are saying, I can't believe that you want a trad wife or whatever, and that's so old-fashioned and wrong. No, live your best life. And if you don't want a traditional family, then live your best life too. That's right. Both sides of the aisle get to have their lives and enjoy them. And then leave each other alone about it. That's what you should do. You should leave each other alone about it. Because who cares? Who cares? Oh, man. There's a lot of people that have my same name. Michael G. You being sort of one of them. I'm not going to guess at your last name, but there was a kid who lived 15 minutes away from me, and he checked out a library book, and then he never returned it. And for some reason, the library got really mad. Well, by the time this kid was 30, the library finally got sick of it, and they were like, I'm calling in these debts. And so they got a hold of me, and at the time, I was like 16, so like, obviously it wasn't me. And they tried to charge me $85 for renting a Dr. Seuss book or something from the library. I'm like, you got the wrong me. I know that says my name, but it ain't me, dog. It ain't me. And finally, they got the hint, and they moved along. These were not the droids they were looking for. Alright, here we go. Boom, ×5. Is she hideous? Yes. Is she worthless? Yes. But celestial bonds. That's why we care. That's why we do this. That's why we're flooding ourselves with all this pink. That's why we're doing it. Free intimacy. The only ones that we don't want to see are the Sally horns. Now, I know a lot of you like to be able to be upset about your summons, and you get to. If you get a ×5 on a Sally horn, then you still get to be mad. So that's what, if you're looking for being mad, that's what you're looking for. Sylvester says, Mr. Michael G. Spot. You could call me that. Probably shouldn't tell this story, but let's go ahead. one of my brother's friends, who at the time we were mortal enemies, now we're absolutely best friends. He walked in on me while my girlfriend and I were doing a little bit of fooling around. But we didn't want to get caught fooling around. And we were each other's first partners, I guess I'll say. So the idea of just getting naked in a room was not happening. For I was not an adult at this time. What's wrong with Sally Horn? You want to keep them common until absolute last minute. As soon as they're not common anymore, you're sad. And then you got to take them up to Mythic. Otherwise, it's a huge waste. So, yeah, this is going to be an adult story. So just keep your ears closed if you're not ready for it. But we're talking about nicknames for me. I'll tell you the short version. I had pulled aside her jean shorts. That's right, it was jean shorts. This was like 1999, get off my ass. Alright? So, the guy walks in, and I sit up and close the flap. The jean shorts flap. And then for the rest of high school, I was the jean-eating fiend. That was me. They called me the jean-eating fiend. Yes, that's right. Jean shorts. No, I'm not going to say her name. You crazy? Yeah. Jean-eating fiend. Do with that what you will. And the thing I suggest you do with it is forget it. Forget that ever was said to you. Yeah, that was me. And so for those of you that don't know, my last name is Green. So it was, and they all called me Mike. I prefer Michael, but they called me Mike Green, the Gene-Eating Fiend. And then they called my brother Lean Mean Jeff Green, which was then extrapolated to a song which was Lean Mean Jeff Green jiggles his balls on a washing machine. And my parents got super mad because every homecoming, all of the other football players would leave an old washing machine with that song written like a psychopath over and over and over again on the washing machine. They'd leave that in our yard, and my dad would be like, "This bullshit, I gotta take care of another one of these things. I don't want to pay to get rid of that. You get those kids to come over here and take care of this right now." So that's a little bit of my past. That's my history. If you were interested, I'm glad this is buried in a live broadcast, and it will never, ever see the light of day again. Nobody needs to know any of that stuff. None of it. Oh, look at that. We got a 5 times on the lady. That's beautiful. I'm starting to get so many, bro. Another one. Nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh no. Brent P is here and he's clipping it. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. What are you going to do? We're still going to celebrate our 4 5 times. That's right. 4 of them. And it was, that was pretty good, I shall say. Now it shall live forever, says Final State. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were indeed made. Ooh, a little Ignis action. What I'm never getting is I'm never getting the Aesons. Kargs are okay. Alright, one more. Uno más. Uno más. Come on, baby. Yeah, she's okay to get a 5 times because she's not a 3-star. Which means she's easier to get to Mythic. Hey, there we go. But I am never getting 5 times of her, and I have one thing to say about that. No me gusta! The genes that stand up on their own. Dude, that relationship ended bad. It ended bad. The last time that we ever... Like, obviously we saw each other at school, but the last time we ever got together was at her parents' house. Her parents made us keep the door open at all times but she was upstairs. So like, hey, if we'll hear him coming, no big deal. We didn't think that her dad was home, but her dad was home, in his bed, also upstairs. Do you see where this is starting to go? At the time, though, we were quite young, and we were not actually, you know, doing this part. Every single other thing, but not that part. So, needless to say, this guy who was a hunter, a bit of a drinker, and he just always had, his face was always red. I'm not sure if he was mad or if it was from the drinking, but it was always red. He walks by, and I don't know, maybe you remember back in the day, it used to be popular to wear like certain type of stretchy pants. You know, like Britney Spears. I don't want to say fleece. Maybe it was fleece, but it was something like that. It was something like that. Well, all he sees is my head buried inside these pants. And we were doing a position based on a number, which is all I'll say about that. I don't want to be too graphic. And then that man killed me. And I'm dead now. I got murdered that day. I was murdered, and I probably deserved it. But their parents made us break up at that point. For some reason. I don't know what they were mad about. Nothing even happened as far as I'm concerned. No big deal. Yes, Brent. It was very much something like a 96. Yes, exactly. The juicy type. Listen, back in the day, they were fantastic, all right? And all of these ladies were complaining they showed off the cheeks too much, and now we're in yoga pants territory? Excuse me, ma'am. I can see your O-ring. There are no secrets left. 0 secrets. Nathan! How dare you? You guys are all very naughty, and I cannot believe that you would think that we should take the conversations to these places. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't know how we got on this. It's gone forever in the internet. Never happening again. Forget it. It's because I'm on medicine. As my brain is all messed up from medicine. It's Valentine's Day. What else are you going to talk about? You got to talk about a little schmegma on Valentine's Day. Are you with me? I know, that's wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need some better medicine is what I need. I'm not going to fight you, Iron Angel. I'm not going to do it. Because I know you're here watching, and that would be rude. Quite rude indeed. Instead, I'm just fighting all these low-level people that don't have a chance. That's what happens to me. The people who kill me have 33 million power. What am I supposed to do about that? Absolutely nothing, that's what. Here, this guy's got a chance. He's roughly even. Oh, this fight's looking pretty annoying. What are you gonna do about that? I don't know, I think I like where I'm at, but also, she doesn't have gear on right now, which isn't great. She has pretty much no gear on. It's level nothing. So we'll do this. Maybe that's worse, but we'll try. Maybe I'll lose live on camera for everybody to see. We never know. You gotta take the gamble. Oh, they are done. They are donezo. They just lost their Malakuna. Over. It's over. All over but the crying eyes. Boom. Look at all of these monkeys. How did she do? How did she do? She didn't do a lot of damage, but she took a lot of damage. She soaked it. Absolutely soaking them. Beautiful. So Vesu's talking about lip landing strips. Well, I'm not going to be able to monetize this one. I am not going to be able to. It's over. It is. It's all over. It's fine. By the way, I want to talk about these banquets. The old banquets. You should always have 2 of these running at a time, right? And up here, we can see how long is left. I must have got invited to this one. I'm not sure. Because that's a lot of time left. Usually what I try to do is I'll give it to one of those people. Now there's only 43 minutes left. And in 43 minutes, I will get a mail. And it will tell me that the banquet is done. And then I will go and select another one. Because it's not a daily limit, it's a currently active limit. So you can keep getting those rewards by selecting the ones that are closest to expiring, and then after they expire, let them do it again. Now, if you're on one of these where everybody is gone, you can look at the mini game, and when you see something like this, you're like, this is people doing pretty decent at the game. So you might skip doing the matching game here. But if people are only around 6,300, maybe less, you should definitely do it because it's not hard to get higher than that. You have to be trying a little harder to get higher than that. But you could practically do it in your sleep and get 6,300 if you're lucky. So if you don't want to do them all the time, then just set yourself a limit that you're comfortable with. Find out what you usually get on average, and if it's not worth it, then don't do it. But you should still be doing them. You should still be doing them. Like, I haven't done mine on here yet. Oh, I have done mine on here. Never mind. Never mind. I did the thing. Did I do it on the other one? I've been trying to do them every time. I have not done it on this one yet. All right, let's try. We're trying. I hate that it takes time from them to flip over. Oh, I messed up. I done messed up is what I did. Ah, I messed up again. Can you believe I've done this? Like that. I got 6,800 there and I messed up. That's not too bad. Iron Angel says you suck. Can't make them all happy, I guess. I feel like that was pretty good, to be fair. And I had one earlier today where I had the whole left half with no matches. And then I did the whole right half and I got them all correct the first time. And I was pretty happy with that. I was pretty aight with that. Alright, is it dramatic reading time? Have we done it? It also drives point progress for the overall in the banquet. Well, there you go. Boom, bam. Alright. We're gonna do it. No titans, no masters. Strange beings appear to the survivors of the great clash of the Orcish homeland, offering a choice. Worship or die. The city of Ulmat lies in ruin as the remaining Orc clans have fallen into infighting. From within this bedlam scene, 2 figures appear, wreathed in a strange light. So, this is where we were drawn. A city in ruins. So much bloodshed. So much anger. The ashes are tilled soil for our conquest. Oh man, she's all ugly. She's all ugly. Oh boy, you guys are still talking about the thing. Oh no. Oh no. Savesu, no new banner on your server tonight? Well, you got the Warbringers, right? Surely. Surely you at least got Warbringers. Warbringers are... The male Warbringer is super good in boss fights. Like, it's a good idea to still have a frontliner in those, although in the guild versions and sometimes the expedition ones, you don't really need a frontliner. You can get away with it, but he's good at fighting them and also being a frontliner, so he's good for that. You got that female mythic, nice. Just the regular and the companion, that's weird, Savesu. Must be the age of your server or something. Alright, how do I make Sharn sound? Somebody give me a voice. I need a voice. I need inspiration. I knew it was coming. I knew that was gonna be the one. German accent. I don't know if I could do German accent. I don't know if I could do German accent and lady at the same time. Old lady who smoked for 50 years. Nathan says Michelle Michael Obama. You try to get me canceled, sir? You hear what happened to Joan Rivers about that? Chill, dog. You gotta say that with your quiet voice. Damn. Alright, we'll give her the Valley Girl. I like the 80-year-old smoking lady, though. Snoop Dogg. I don't know how to do an actual Snoop Dogg voice, but I could just throw in Snoop Dogg-isms. Hey, Outland Dizzle. Have you come from the sizzle and lizzle? Do you bring further a dizzle? Does it count? Does this count? I think that counts. I'm certainly counting it. The jisms. Wow, this is not going to be monetized at all. Donations welcome. Add your super chats below to show that you appreciate all the talk about oral sex and jism. Good lord. It's over. It's curtains. It wasn't me, it was the chat, just so everybody's aware. Not my fault. Ed? Yeah. You only need kneel and accept your new gods, and maybe it will grant you the strength to, like, rise from the disgrace of your defeat or whatever. Man, we suffer-dizzled enough with these false gods. These orchizzles have no need. What am I doing? Have no need for more. We have the spiritizzle of our ancestor Rizzle to guide us. It's just all izzles. That's it. That's all I'm adding in this whole time. Expect nothing else because it's not happening. Oh my lord. Your ancestors, cheap imitations of true power. Your kind have long forgotten its taste. Put them to the test then, orc, and watch them fail you. It's only Valentine's Day once a year. Gotta talk about the naughty stuff. The whips and chains, handcuffs. Smack a little booty up with my belt. Scream help, say my name. Sorry. It's the Snoop Dogg. It got, the spirit is within me. Sharn struck the Titans over and over futilely, attempting to break through the Titans' impenetrable defense. At last, she tires, falling to her feet as her rage subsides. Ares puts his spear through her chest. Sev says if we don't all talk about the naughty stuff literally every day... Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. He says that as if... Punctuation, lady. Come on, girl. Come on, now. Woe to the conquered! A pity. Her kind seemed ideal for us. So warlike and strong. Like a salted field. They've been made, like, too bitter, for one, and hostile And they can't bear the seeds of our future conquest. Said it before. They do not deserve us. Lord Ares. Showing up to AA with a full bottle of vodka. Part of my diet is that I'm not drinking anymore. I'm sad. I want to drink beer every time somebody talks about it because it's delicious. Unfortunately, it's also bad for you. And when you're doing too much of a thing that's bad for you, you gotta lay off for a while, so that's what I'm doing. Also, it makes me fat, and I don't want to be fat. Like I said, I'm trying to lose that barrel around the middle. Yeah, Brent's gonna drink a couple extra for me. As long as you're not driving, I'm okay with that. War thrives in this decaying land. We'll find the ones that are worthy of our strength, and we will bind them to our will. Despite her mortal wound, Sharn heaves herself onto her feet, gasping from a pierced lung. She raises her axe, but before the blow can land, the pair vanish as she collapses into the dust and ash. Oh, don't worry, Iron Angel. I know exactly how to lose weight. I'm very good at it. I'm just not good at staying with it. Unfortunately. And also, cutting out breads and sugars is not a good way to do that. It's not. Better ways are to stop drinking calories and drink way more water. That's the best first step. Drink 0 calories, drink way more water. If you do that, then you're not going to be as hungry because you'll be full with water. And then being aware of how much cooking oil actually adds in calories. Because basically, it's not quite as simple as calories in, calories out, but it's pretty much that simple. If your goal is just losing weight. You still got to try to hit your macros and all of this good stuff if you really care about your body composition. But I kind of don't. I just kind of want to drop a little bit of pounds. So that's what I'm doing. Reducing my food intake, and I'm no longer drinking any calories. And it will work as it's worked every time before. Cook with Pam, the butane lighter fluid. It is actually, using stuff like that in canola oil can be a good way to save calories, but it's also not super good for you. So I do sometimes, and sometimes I don't. If I were super worried about it and I was doing everything I could to cut calories, then I would employ that, because cooking oils actually add a lot. The clashing of the clans. Returning to Luxus, you are summoned to the Senate and arrive to the clamor of shouting clan leaders. You've been summoned to the Senate chambers. As you arrive, the tension hangs thick in the air. The hard-won peace you've brought to the realm seems to be pulling apart. With the death of our king Kaestroth, the tribes have fallen into infighting once more. We need support. Was that your 80-year-old smoker grandma? Have I done it? Hopefully I can bring it back when she needs to do it again. Let me get this stance right here.
We had to withdraw support. The great trees are dying, and with them, all of Elfkind has fallen into anarchy. Compared to that, the squabbles of a few orcs means nothing.
Oh, Tracher says, I'm gone for 5 minutes and you're having fun. That's right, buddy, and thank you for that donation, sir. For this non-monetized stream that's costing me nothing to do anyway, but I appreciate you helping me to earn a little bit of money on the down low. How do Germans talk? Besides the Ich den Feinde der Schwedeblatter! Besides that, I could try to do a dwarf, but then I'll embarrass myself with how much I can't. And I suppose none of you have given us dwarves a second thought. Schmolder Dome is in ruins, and Blackhammer is besieged by some bandit queen! I once drank a 2-liter boot at a bar filled with spotted cow, only sold in Wisconsin. It's pretty fantastic. Try not to be too jealous if you're from other places. I drank it in 40 minutes, and they made you put down a $75 deposit on the boot, because if you drop it and broke it, they would take your $75 to pay for it. So I drank that whole thing in 40 minutes. It was 2 liters. You know what 2 liters is? That is a lot of beer. That's right, Tracher. You know we stay having fun. So to celebrate, my friend bought me a shot of Patron. And I told him, I don't think I want that. But of course, peer pressure being what it is, I did the shot of Patron. And we got in the car to drive away, and my wife was being the DD at the time. And I either rolled down the window or opened the door, and I threw up exactly the shot. It was just the shot. It was just the clear liquid. I was like, I told you my body wasn't into it, man. And then we were fine. We were fine. You could chug that boot? Alright, well, I'd love to see it. I don't think you appreciate how much 2 liters actually is. But then again, it wasn't a race of speed. I was trying to drink it before the bar closed. So, if you want to get into a chugging contest, I guess we could do that. We'll pull out each other's dicks, put a tape measure on there, see exactly who can piss as far when we're done drinking our beer. We could brag to each other about our past sports achievements. We could do it all. Alright. Counselor Maybach. It's probably supposed to be pronounced Maybach. That's actually a type of beer. I'll chug those nuts, says Savesu. He knows. Alright, how does this guy talk? We cannot forget the threat. Oh, that's my dwarf voice pretty much. I can't do that. I can't do that. Say now, we can't forget the threat of the far north. Raids of Northmen and Lycans have struck deeper into our heartlands. It will probably spill southwards if Navaria is not aided. Listen, all of you! We've only just returned from our expedition beyond the Veiled Sea. We must take stock to decide where to concentrate our efforts, to resolve each in its own time, if you would just use your brains. Each of the leaders begin to shout their grievances. Why does it say I and the gathered clan members? Is that supposed to be there? That's an L. That's the same as this. Alright, hold on. Each of the leaders begin to shout their grievances. Oh! And the gathered clan members begin to brawl. Reluctantly, you join the melee to stop them. Does the voice sound like Joe Biden? What do you mean? I wasn't mentioning stroking down my curly leg hairs at all. I didn't say that once. Tracher, are you giving me permission to be potentially offensive with the Hispanic accent? Because that's a danger. That's a danger you run into. Jason up in the chats, how you doing, buddy? We're here having a good time. Tracher's enticing me to be a little bit culturally insensitive. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Hey, this is a different dwarf. Oh no. Well, here comes the cancellation of Rage Panda 1. Everybody enjoy. Hey, next one of you to whine is getting a shield to the face, Holmes. With plenty enough trouble without turning on one another. Did I? I had permission. I was given permission. Everybody just back up and sit down. Hold on. I gotta get in my douchebag position.
The esteemed Dwarf Guardian is right. We cannot turn on one another now, or we won't survive this current chaos.
Jesus, Nathan. He's going in for it. Going straight for the jugular. Chaos. Yes. That may be the right word, Counselor. I fear these events have come from the very hands of chaos itself. The demon princes have not yet been defeated. So what then? Do we march on the Ash Princes? It's high time we ended their villainy. Not yet. First, we consolidate our forces and investigate the causes of these recent strifes. We did it. The Holmes was perfect. You gotta get that in there, you know? I'll fucking burst ye! Alright. The border between Immortalin and Silverin has long been fraught with tension, but the violence has grown even greater as of late, though few on either side could explain the cause. Oh, here we go.
Hold on there, traveler, or you will not survive your next step.
How many fucking characters do they have in this one? Are you joking me? Kin of the Darkwoods, do not presume to stand in the way of our hunt. Our quarry lies ahead. Now I don't even need to know what's happening. I just do a thing.
Then you have lost it. To enter our realm is death. We will not have your blood feeding the monsters that lie within.
Stand aside, wench! We will not yield our prey to ye! As the two war parties face off, an uncontrollable rage comes over each, heightened by some unknown source. The anger spills out into violence. Well, they got 37 characters. That's gotta start getting pretty silly here now and then. You know? I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I know it's gonna be trouble. Our mere presence is enough to bring these mortals into fits of rage. Like, yeah, the Dark Elves have proved victorious. Is it enough to win our favor, brother? Like, I wonder. I said you without any U's. I can't read it because the heart emote. Oh, well. We do not favor cowards, sister. These Dark Elves do not fight with honor. They strike from the shadows and slink through dark places, hiding from their past. They are unworthy. Agreed. A pity in their own time. They were once a mighty kingdom. Now, mere shadows, I guess, I suppose. Whatever. Alas, then these wood elves must bear the honor of our test. Boom. In search of the worthy! The wood elves lost the battle, but earned the respect of their unseen watchers. Though defeated in the ambush, the wood elves fell back in good order as they regrouped. The forest around them goes silent. Got another guy? Why? Captain, there's something it changes. The forest is shifted and the spirits seem drawn to something. Mr. Poopy Butthole. Bind your wounds, warriors! We must prepare ourselves for another assault! I feel like that guy's a little bit over. He doesn't have he was homeschooled, so he doesn't have a lot of experience talking to regular people, you know? Oh, fine. You're like pretty brave or whatever. I guess you're a determined people, so that's cool. Yet, your tree is kind of the whole way that you get your strength, and that sucks. So, like, bend the knee to us. Pretty simple, and then we can change that. You offer us some kind of cure? Speak plainly, or we'll take you for questioning. Is that one over the top? I think it might be. Excuse me. You can prove to us that you're worthy warriors. That's right. Dang old Nass clan. Bunch of nassholes, you ask me. Yes, I've used that joke before. No, I don't care. Thanks for asking. No further questions. You have made your way to the borderlands between the forests of Immortalin and Silvarin, and you arrive to the scene of a massacre where elves lie slain by the dozens. Alright, this one was a smoker, okay? She was a smoker, but she was more of a smoker.
Hi, Guardian. Over here. One of them lives, but only barely.
You know, like one of those devices. Am I... You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I hope that read the way it was supposed to. Did I just unplug my headset cord? Good. I did not. Okay. Elven lady. Elven lady. That's all we need.
Who did this, brother? The Dark Elves? The accursed?
Neither! Something different! Powerful and ancient! It called us unworthy!
There's a trace of power here, enough to rival the goddess herself, but it trails away north.
Can you guys even hear what I'm saying when I do that? Because that's pretty egregious. The old cancer kazoo. Oh boy. This leaves us only one possibility. The forces of the God of Darkness must be at work here. We must go north, then, and see if they are behind all of our troubles. Rest, Captain. You've done your duty. The Northern Fractures. Far away in the north, Lycans and fearsome warriors raid the kingdom of Navaria. But will any of these prove worthy to the Warbringers? Far beyond the city marches north of the kingdom of Navaria. Far beyond the icy marches is what that said, my bad. Another battle has been fought. The Lycans loot and feast upon their fallen foes, watched from afar by the Titans. Oh my god, these savage creatures, like, truly, brother, they are not worthy of our greatness. We are not the lords of beasts. Ew. These Lycans are fearsome and revel in the blood and spoils of victory. Still, we have not come for them. Ares casts his hand out, directing Enyo to a growing host of men, warriors clad in heavy armor. They blast their war horns and charge down towards the Lycans. Yeah, take that, Lycans. I be liking that booty. The old booty duty. Oh, sorry if my coughing was not muted. I did my breast. I did my absolute breast. Savesu says I'd go schizophrenic if I had to switch voices this much. I know, right? It's rude what they doing to me. You ride to Navaria with great speed, along the way meeting with Gideon, former Warden of the North, who brings ill tidings.
It's worse than you feared. Some elements of the forces have gone rogue, dislathering a path through the northern frontier.
I don't know why. I'm moist now. Alright, he's getting a different voice. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, why is she the one that's sticking around? I mean, that's technically a different one, right? The other one was the companion version, right? Right? Almost sounded Swedish to you?
Oh, jeez. An attack like that, it'll only serve in unifying the Northmen and the Lycans against a common enemy. It will spark a full-scale war. Oh, jeez.
There. I did my own voice, and I put in the aw geez, and it still sounded like a Rick and Morty character somehow. We can't afford to take the chance. We need to find these rogue knights and put them down. Oh, it's your boy. It's Ares. Leaping up, leaping down, giving him the old spin around. Ha ha! Say, do you want to come to my clubhouse? When you have kids, you got to learn how to do the Mickey Mouse. You got to. That's a special tool we'll use later. Surrounded. Under the thrall of the Warbringers, a company of knights find themselves surrounded. Only the intervention of the Titans can save them. But will these Lords of War reply? A small force of knights stands surrounded by a horde of Northmen and Lycans alike, a force nearly 10 times their own. You've led us into a trap! Is this your so-called test? Is that fear I hear in your voice? Perhaps you aren't worthy after all. No, my lords! We are worthy! Oh, Zreeben. Zreeben, I saw you at the Valentine's Discord event. Did you have a good time? Did I make you laugh at all? I hope I did. I certainly tried. Go then! Prove your fearlessness or whatever, and take the power granted by the Lords of War. Fine. Alright. Whew. You know, the tracheotomy voice really does a number on you. Turns out. Turns out that's kind of a rough one. Here and there. Sounds like a Beatles song that's playing right now, but it's not. So don't come at me, YouTube, because it's not. The crisp white snow of the valley has been painted red with blood. Only the Titans remain as they loom over a dying night. I felt it, my lords! More strength than I've ever had! Under the guidance of the goddess! You learned the hard way not to make T-Rex sounds? Oh boy. Don't ruin your vocal cords. It's important. And then you wasted it. All the strength we gave you, and you still failed. We're outnumbered. We fought valiantly. Spare me. Even with the powers we gifted you, you still reek of fear? Gross. Fear has no place in our service? Still, for your efforts, I will spare you the agony of a slow death. That's pretty nice of him. No slow deaths. A challenge to the Warbringer. Your party has followed the path of the rogue company, only to come upon a scene of annihilation. A lone figure awaits you there. You arrive just as a spear is plunged into the knight's body. A lone figure hovers over him with cold detachment. I have to give this guy a new voice. I have to. Herb derb, throw down your weapons, or I'll not hesitate. There you go. Is that the Swedish chef voice? Is that close enough? With a couple words thrown in? Oh, but you will hesitate? I see your fear. Who are you to order an exalted titan to do anything, mortal? Who are you? I am Enyo, a Warbringer, and only one of the ancient orders long forgotten. And we, by the way, are Titans. And as for you, I do sense a lot of strength. That's pretty cool, I guess. There's a lot of fearlessness in you too. Pretty spicy. I like hot chips. I'll take great pleasure in testing your resolve. That's how she laughs for some reason. It's just that was in there. I didn't do it. It was channeled through me. So zero responsibility for that. Just so we're all on the same page. The strength and fighting prowess of this Titan seems to defy all expectation, as she effortlessly dodged and blocked your party's blows. But at last, you managed to wear her down. Well, we couldn't blow her, but did she blow us? Finally! Champions worthy of our conquest! Hooray! I am so posting this on Insta. She smiles darkly with a smug kind of satisfaction and disappears in a flash of light. The Lords of War. Your party barely has time to catch their breath before the stranger appears again, and she's not alone. You have scarcely enough time to catch your breath before the strange woman reappears. That's the same thing you just said, game. Along with her male counterpart, and you ready yourself to fight. It is as you said, sister. These mortals possess a fighter's spirit. Truly, they almost remind me of as we were once. Blind servants of a dying god. So romantic. I blame you in chat for not monetizing. What did I say? What did I say? I'm just reading what they wrote down. What did I say? Guys, you know I have no short-term memory while I don't know anything that just happened at all. That's why you expect me to remember how to do the voices. I don't know. Like, what did I do for this guy? I dare you to remember what I did for this guy, because I surely don't. Oh boy, talking about the blows. Alright, I guess I did say something about that. Oh yeah, this was the Mexican accent. Sorry, Spanish. Sorry, Spanish. Oh, yes, we're right here. He went a little dwarf on me. I was looking at him, and the dwarf came out. We're right here, Holmes. You great daft glowing. I can't, because he's saying a Scottish thing. It's not my fault. Ovalin, mind your tongue. Titans, we do not wish to fight you. We're your friends, buddies. The wise know to fear greater than them. The brave know this and fight anyway. Which are you, mortal? Oh, you about to get your ass beat. You about to get your whole ass beat. Cheek number 1, cheek number 2, both of your sisters' cheeks. I'll be bouncing them, slapping them around. Bootica, 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 bootica. Better watch those cheeks, homie. What are you doing, pal? Sorry. I don't know what I went off on the thing there. Once again, you fight them to exhaustion, and once again, the strength of your attack seems only to amuse them. Amen. Will you wipe those smug smiles off your faces already? We ain't buying whatever you're selling, homie. Perhaps the time is fitting for a conquest after all. If they possess warriors of this caliber to serve us, time then for a final test. We are not submitting to any more of your tests. This land is not yours to conquer, and we will defend it until our last breath! You gotta get a little of that voice actor's excitement in there. For the gram. You gotta do it for the gram. That's what I've heard. Oh, it takes a little bit of a toll on the voice. Oh, I thought I was done, but I wasn't. Brave indeed. You're ready for our final test. When you last know fear, cry out to the Lords of War. Like, that's us. We're the Lords of War. It's kind of a big deal. Suddenly, the air around you shifts, and in a bright flash, you feel yourself moved through time and space, emerging in a black palace. The air is thick with smoke, and all around you, demons. Well, I don't like the sound of that. Into the abyss! You've been thrown through time and space, finding yourself in an obsidian palace standing before a fiery demon prince. You compose yourself and steady your comrades as you look at the darkened palace and hordes of demons that surround you, when a haughty voice breaks the tension. How very unexpected. Not the smartest way to start an invasion, however. Amen by Roderick's red war pick, eh? High Guardian. We're in the Ashlands, dog. I had permission for that voice. Full stop. Full stop.
You are in the realm of Ash Prince Gemal, greatest of the Dark Servants. And you, High Guardian, are in so very much trouble.
Your Highness, I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, but there's a power at work here that seeks to test us. We cannot allow them to decide our fates.
Ha! Now, that is a very unexpected tale. But whether by accident or fate, you came here. You shall not leave alive.
Boom. I know, there's so many voices, bro. They tested me. I'm gonna send this in as my reel to get voice actor work. Put me into animes, guys. I'll do it. Have to skip over the Ovalin parts, probably. Probably have to skip over that.
High Guardian! We're barely holding on, man. We can't survive another attack from the demons.
Oh, the voice.
I won't give in to these pretender gods! And I never asked you to. But you gotta think about something, man.
Gaimal, Highness, hear my words. I have a plan. One I wager you may gain from. Okay, Moira. Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry I gave you a headache. Okay, love you. Bye. Happy Valentine's Day. And I hope the rest of your night is fantastic. A wager for the gods. Fighting desperately deep within the darkness of the Ashlands, you must wager everything to learn the truth of this new threat. You speak of these titans you've encountered, and the prince seems to heed your words. He raises his hands, and the demons fall away for a moment, ready to pounce again at his word.
I have heard your words, but tell me, what do I have to gain by trusting you?
Shreyash, what's up, buddy? I wish you would change your YouTube name so that I would know that it's you every time. I gotta do mental gymnastics. I don't have that many followers, but I have enough where remembering people's stuff and things gets a little hard sometimes. What I'm saying is, you're making it hard for me. Alright. We may have this one chance to defeat them together. They considered you our most worthy rivals. The last test. Together, we can beat them!
Very well. Even if this is all just some trick, I can always kill you where you stand!
You lower your arms, and the demon, at first unwilling, bow to their master's whim. Mere moments pass before a swirling light flashes again, and the titans re-emerge.
You dare test our patience?
Oh, you gonna die. Give me them booty chicks. Booty, 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 boom, 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 boom. Sorry, I hit the microphone. Sorry. Let me give you a kiss and make it better. Sorry, microphone. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to hurt. I'd never hit you again like that. It was an accident. You see what you make me do when people trying to say that I can't bootica they butt cheeks? I got a bootica they butt cheeks. You know that. You can't step in the way when I'm doing the bootica on the butt cheeks, okay? Like, I didn't mean to do that to you. The battle raged through the palace as your forces and the demons batter yourselves against the sturdy shields of these titans. At last, with a crack, a lucky hit, a drop of blood falls to the ground, followed by more.
You have fought well. This land is indeed worthy of the Titan's return. We are just the vanguard of a new dawn for this realm. When we return, we will not be alone.
And when you do, we'll be waiting. I'm considering reviewing some accounts. I just finished the thing that I was doing. That was the end of the story, by the way. Finn, game over. We did it. I hope you enjoyed that dramatic reading of the Paths of War, the Warbringer saga. That was a wild one, and it tested me to my limits, but you know what? It was fun. I had a good time. I had a good time, and we're saving all those stones. We're saving them. I also need to beat up this Spire of Champions, but I'm not sure that's exciting content to stream. If I was like an 8-hour-a-day streamer, that's the thing I would do on here, but I don't know, dog. I think we're good. I think we're good without. Alright, what do we got here? What is it showing me? Well, I know that I got that. Everybody know that already. I guess I didn't buy that battle pass that I was considering. I didn't do that. They're going to make me click on it. Okay. Now I clicked off of it. Mate! Are you joking me? Oh, it's the avatar frame. My bad. My bad. My bad. But still, they're pushing me over to the fucking line. It's already equipped. You know? They don't gotta do me like that, is all I'm saying. That's all I ever needed to say about that. Now, my stones are in awkward spots a little bit. I'm pretty happy with this. Tracher with another donation today. He's going crazy. He's going crazy. Somebody hold him back. Thank you very much, Tracher. I do appreciate you. And like I said, I probably won't be able to monetize this stream now, so that does help a lot. By the way, look at how much my districts have grown in my absence here. I have been doing a little bit of work. I've been doing a little bit of work skis, and we're up to 256k a minute. That's kind of a big deal. That's kind of a big deal. We're getting there. I'm shooting for 300k soon, because, like I said, that's not what I wanted. Like I said, my little luxuriant companion is getting so close. I'm just waiting to the intimacy event to finish it. And then I'm going to pump out a bunch of these ladies, and I'm going to make a perfect one with specifically level 22. I will accept no less in every slot, and I'm going to crank them to the maximum and make them huge. And they're going to sit in my districts, and it's going to be a great way to stay in shape. There it is. The dono. From now on, you'll hear orcs in the Snoop Dogg voice. Yeah, I mean, it's probably best I only had to do that one like once or twice. That wasn't so bad. Alright. Oh. Tracher, I guess I will have a quick look at your account. I'm going to turn off my game capture while I switch it so people aren't peeking. So don't be signed in right now. Don't be signed in. Because it's happening. It's happening. Oh, it wants the code again. Well, normally it doesn't want that, but I guess this time it does. Whenever I log into Miranda's, it doesn't ask. And by the way, where has Miranda been? She must be busy with so much stuff. She's busy with all the stuff and things. There we go. There we go. Waiting on your message. I'm doing it. I believe in you. I believe in you, Tracher. They sent you an email. Don't let me down. Brent's just absolutely huge. Love it. You love to see it. That is a big deal. Then you get to the point where you can just make it absolutely crazy when you're making that much. A lot of that comes from charm and the companion ship section. Alright, I think we're doing it. I think we're getting in. Savesu, you generous, generous boy. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the donations from each and every one of you. And I still never feel worthy of it, but when you do it, it makes me smile. It does. It feels good. And it actually makes a huge difference on the amount that I make from YouTube. I don't know if you guys realize that, but it actually does. It's one of the ways that I'm able to not take silly sponsorships and make you sit through bull garbage. You got 16 males, bro. 16 males. Also, I'm claiming this. 90. Nice. That's because we did that guild conquest together. Oh, I forgot to go do my rune boxes. I'll have to do that another time. Can't wait for the computer voice to read that. I agree. Oh my god, Tracher! What is he doing?
Jeebus crisp. Ready those hips. For butt stuff time.
Well, it's a good thing it's a not monetized stream. After the robot lady said all of those wicked words about, what is that, butt stuff and getting those hips ready? Wasn't me. It was not me. I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing. Tracher says, everyone please look at his reaction when he goes into explorations. Oh no. Okay. It was super low? Well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna figure out how to turn it up another time. I'll do that for you. Here we go. Mate! What the fuck are you doing with your life? 882! Why? Why? Have I done something to upset you? Why? Mate. Mate. Bruh. I just can't even. Do you know how much you had to sacrifice to be able to do that to me? Oh my god. Oh my god. You haven't done any since you got back? Mate! What is you doing with your life, dog? Oh my lord. Well, now you're getting the treatment. I'm finding something. Not mythic yet. Boo. Yeah. Well, let's see if we got some more. Hey, where are my other ladies, huh? Get these other ladies. How did you... Okay. How come you have this companion unlocked, but you don't have your district companions unlocked? We're going to take care of some of that right now. Oh my god. I can't believe he's doing what he's doing. Oh, my voice is so... Bro! These fucking kids don't listen to a damn thing I got to tell them. I mean, you sit here and you try to tell them, hey, you got to use your resources, you got to do the thing that I tell you to do so that you don't end up behind. And yes, I have Yoda on my pants, and I don't want to hear a fucking thing about it! Sorry, I'm not myself right now. I've just been very let down by one of my friends. Very let down indeed. I can't believe that you've done this. I just jacked my whole hair up. It's all jacked up. My wife just said to me, it's actually Grogu. Bro? He has pants on. That's a surprise. That's right. That is right. I do have pants on. I mean, do I just do them?
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe he's done this either. I'm not letting it stand. I'm not letting it stand. I'm still looking for my 5 times. I like to be happy. I am not going to allow this behavior. He's gonna come home with every base companion, just so you know. Calling it right now, every single base companion is going to be his. Especially if he's been saving his dungeon descent boxes. Especially if he's been doing that. Hey, hey, there we go. This is what we talking about. Oh, there's one. There's one, and that's a good one to get. Now keep her common. Keep your Sally Horn common. Do it. Do it for me. Not that you're doing anything else I'm asking you to do, you son of a bitch. Oh, look at that. This is one of the expensive ones. Well, not super expensive, but it's going to keep showing that every time. What are we to do? We get to be happy about it each time. Each time. Tracher with another donation. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I hope that's your 20th super on live stream. I think that makes you the person who has donated the most times to my YouTube channel via super chats. I think that is an accurate thing to say at this point. So thank you very much, sir. You are number one. Number one. All right, a bunch of one times. We can deal with that. I kind of just want to make a macro and speed through it because there's so many of them. But I get so happy about the 5 times. It feels like a real accomplishment, you know? Like this lady right here. It feels good. I don't know. You got to celebrate the little things. Otherwise, what are you doing? How are you enjoying your life if you don't celebrate the little things? Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes life is just a big muddy pool of shit that you got to walk through, and you get one little good thing that's bobbing up on top of the muddy pool of shit, and you walk over, you get to the next little good thing that's bobbing up and down on the muddy pool of shit, and you gotta stop and appreciate the thing. You can't just kick past it. Then you're just in a muddy pool of shit all the time. Who wants to do that? Not this guy. That's why we celebrate wins around here, baby. Like these 2 5 times, plus another one for a little extra intimacy, going to the level 22 traits. You know how we do it? Boom. Oh, look at that. They're just finishing her off all over the place. Another 5 times over here. Big orcs. The big orcs. I don't know, guys. Let's just pretend it's real life. It's Valentine's Day. So this is like part of Valentine's Day. That's why it's not weird for me to ask this. I just want to preface what I'm saying, because it is possible that you would think that it's weird for me to ask this. But it's Valentine's Day. So, what I'm saying is, would you fuck an orc in real life? IRL, not in a game. It's real life. Orcs are real. Super strong, probably dangerous. Might break your pelvis, and that's even if you're the dude. So I'm just wondering if you do it. Miranda, hi! Thank you, Miranda! Thank you, Miranda! Everybody's been giving me shit all day about my beard. Thank you. You are amazing and an absolute darling. And I am proud to have you as a viewer. Thank you. Miranda would not fuck an orc. Tracher would smash. Kimberly also would not. So basically, dudes will do it. Dudes will do it. I don't know, man. All I'm saying is, when I am choosing food, texture is important. You can extrapolate that data any way that you need to. So I'm just saying, maybe I don't have all the information. Smell matters. I don't know how stinky a orc is. Or does it smell delicious like flowers? I think that's gonna matter. I'd give her a chance. I would probably give her a chance. But then again, I am addicted to naughty things. So, because I'm a man, I'm pretty sure all men are. I don't know any men that aren't. And that doesn't even matter which way you swing. That's why there's I better just stop talking. I shouldn't talk about sex at all ever. There's no reason. But it's a Valentine stream. And it's also not being monetized. Nathan says death by snoo snoo. It's always possible. Brent says if only she was in jean shorts. Miranda doesn't know that story, guys. That was from before. Yes, I do look a lot younger without a beard. I look like a very, very grumpy homeless guy when I have my beard. But sometimes that's just the way it goes. But maybe I'll also even look a little bit younger if I get myself back into shape a little bit. I might give up on that instantly. I don't know. You missed nothing, Miranda. There was nothing that you missed. Don't go looking for it. It doesn't exist. Lost media. Nothing happened. That's all. That's final answer. Wow! The 10 popper. We got the 10 popper for the Lionstones here. I want you to know how much you've been missing out on your districts because you wanted to pull this trick. I just want you to know, Tracher, it's a lot. It's a lot. It was funny. This is fun. This is entertaining and funny. Oh, great. She's going to rewatch it. Great work, guys. Great work. Now I'm going to be judged. Now I'm fit to be judged. Oh, Brent's gonna post it later. Actually, E2 Brute? Huh? Guess I'm gonna die surrounded by friends that are each holding a knife in my back. How dare you guys? He snipped it and clipped it. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's true. I don't really care. No, well, that's not true. Okay. All right. It's sort of like that. What's actually true is I care a great deal what people think about me. I just don't let the opinions of other people change how I am. So that's kind of a subtle difference. If in the perfect world, everybody would think that I'm awesome and like all of the things that I do, and when I found a new thing that was cool, they'd be like, oh my god, I love that too, that's so cool. And then I'd be really, really happy. But a lot of people don't like the stuff I do, and they get all mad at me, and then I'm like, oh man, I wish that person didn't feel that way. And then I just continue doing what I was doing anyway. Because I don't know how else to be. You know? I just don't know how else to be. But I care a little bit. I'm not impervious to the emotional damage of people talking mad shit. But I'm really good at talking shit back. I have to be aware of the fact that I'm, like, too good at it. I like to use words creatively, and sometimes in my pursuit of coming up with a creative comeback, I lose sight of the fact that I'm going way too far and crushing somebody's soul with it. And then it's like, oops. Here, let me pick up the pieces of your heart and glue them back together. And then we're not friends anymore. So, I try not to do that as much as possible. Sometimes you gotta get all up in them feelings. Hey, if you're gonna be a strong man or a strong woman, you have to be willing to face your emotions and try to deal with them. That's the only way you can grow and become better, is if you're willing to admit that you might need improvement, which sucks to do sometimes. But we all always need improvement, so I don't know why it hurts our feelings so much to say that. We all just want to be perfect already, but we're not. Tracher says, just 3 weeks of hard work and holding yourself back from spending. Bro, I can't believe you did that. But also, thanks for yet another donation. What is wrong with you? You're too kind. Too kind indeed. And I appreciate you. We got a 2-person hype train here. Tracher and Savesu have just been rocking it out. What? Why did this song just play the PlayStation turn-on sound? That's what it sounded like to me. From PlayStation 1. I'm old. I have just described to you how old I am. In great and visceral detail. I know we've been summoning these companions for about 47 years of our lives now, but we're almost done. It just turns out that the dude had a lot of them to summon. Which is not entirely my fault. We're doing it. A boom. Look at them. Look at them all go. Huge. The Cheese Club bringing all the cheese. That's right. I even shouted out the Cheese Club at the Valentine's event, which Miranda, I'm surprised that you weren't at the thing. Was you busy? Were you too cool for school, or were you in school? I just thought that you would have liked that a lot, but you're gonna get to see it because I'm posting a video. Yeah, that's quiet even for me, to be fair. Trust me, I do remember the Sega startup sound because I am that old. I was born in the 80s. I was definitely one of those kids. And if you're wondering, it goes, Sega! And then usually followed by bam 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 bam, because you were playing Sonic. If you were playing a Genesis, usually you're playing Sonic. I know. I don't want to sound racist, but I was a Super Nintendo guy, and I didn't like Sega's controller. There, I said it. Why do I have to press start to switch between punches and kicks in fighting games? I don't want to do that. And I don't want to buy your special third-party controller. I don't want that. Sorry. Shreyash wants to get the account reviewed. Shreyash, I thought I did your account. Unless that's not Shreyash and I'm not remembering your name. But I thought I done did that. And I told you you was doing a good job. Is this not the way? You were trying the Valentines? Well, they had some challenges like that, but they also have a thing that's just like a Facebook quiz where you put in your answers to some questions and try to see how well you match with people. That's still going on. Nathan says, rage! You know it. You know it. I mean, I don't mind taking a look back at some accounts. It just depends on what we get to. But I have a feeling that if yours was already really good and it got better, I'm not going to have a lot to say. It's just going to be too good. Alright, we're doing all of these too. All the singles. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. Oh, 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 oh. I can't even do that part or I'll get... You need to pay Beyonce $1,000. You stole her music. Or whatever. It's not really that aggressive. That sounds way more aggressive than it actually is. Alright. Where are we at? I suppose I can just click on them all. I suppose I can just do that. Somebody got really mad when I wasn't doing it this way before. Alright, we've got 28 for her. Do you have her already? See, that's the problem, is I don't know which ones I actually need. That's the problem right there. I want to get as many of these lined up as possible, so I'm not going to accept them yet. Just for fun, we'll get as many of them in there as we possibly can. Alright, we need 10 of her, 3 of her. So many Fulgurs. And I think that's all. Alright. We should be able to do the thing. Let me get out a notepad so I can just remember which ones we actually have done. Alright. Didn't mean to hit that button. Sorry. Sorry. My fingers bring all the boys to the yard. No. What have I said? Alright. We need a tide storm. We need a Dawnbringer. We need the Folger. We need the old looks. And of course, the very fantastic Huntsdorf. Alright. Good night, DHB. Thanks for stopping in. Sorry if I missed you saying goodbye. Was that a long time ago that I missed it? Have I made a mistake?
Great stream again, Gene Man.
Oh, it was just now.
Peeps.
Gene
I
Man.
can't be the only one who likes this.
Thank you very much, DHB, for the donation. I appreciate you. You guys are going pretty crazy with the donations today, and I can't thank you enough. I really can't. There are some days where you just need that in your life, and today is one of those days. So, many thanks. Alright, 32, is that what I need? Something like that. Oh, we're gonna fry my computer clicking on these, but that's fine. It's fine. Tracher seems to be an expert. He's really been doing a lot of participation with the Valentine's situation. And he even tried to steal my lover from me. And by the way, Miranda, when you see the dating game show that we put on, you are going to enjoy yourself. That's all I know. Damn, I don't remember. You must own her. You must already have her. We're gonna operate under the impression. Otherwise, I would have written it down, and I did not do that. Nathan, we'll see you later, buddy. Have a wonderful evening. Eat some good food. That's my recommendation to all people. Eat good food. You deserve it. Yes, I was a game show host, and people had a pretty good time. I certainly did. I definitely did. I feel like I wasn't a theater kid, but I feel like I would understand it if people were surprised by that information. Alright, we have her. We need her. We need 10. We need 10! Oh, right, the Facebook thing was different. That's right. I don't know anything. You looking at me for answers? I don't know nothing about nothing. We must already have her? I didn't write her down. Was that a mistake? Have I done a mistake? Wouldn't be the first time. Would not be the first time. 2, 3. I think this is all of them, right? Bro, I don't know anything about nothing. The price is wrong, bitch, says Nathan. I'm an honorary theater kid? Hell yeah, dude. I feel like I could have pulled it off. I like attention, that's for sure. I have that part of being a theater kid down pat. I love attention. I feel like most people do, but, you know, I can't speak for all. Nor would I even attempt to. Oh, we need 18 of her. 18 of this beautiful lady here. And you know we're getting it. You know we're getting it. This one. And then we're just going to have all of the basic companions done. Tracher, you silly boy. Now I forgot. I think I need 7 more? Yeah. Yeah, boy! You guys have never seen anything like this before. I did 6 of them in one day and I felt like it was a lot. But look at this. Look how many he has to meet. Bruh. What have you been doing with your life and you still have like 200 of the tokens left? Sylvestu, if you're back on Facebook, then you need to be on my Facebook. Deleting every memory that's showing up on Facebook. Bruh. Don't do that to yourself. You might want them later. You might want them later. Alright. First we're meeting this one. If you know what I'm saying. So wrong. Oh, don't make me scroll back every time. That was 1. Oh, that's a 2. I love how clearly this was a mistake. This was supposed to be Ugrel. We all know it. We all know this was supposed to be Ugrel, but they have it as Karguk. But then this one over here, that doesn't look like Ugrel at all. That totally looks Karguk. Straight up lies, bro. Straight up lies. Alright, 3, 4. Let's count them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 new companions all on the same day. You gotta love it. You can't figure it out and you're too tired to fight with it. Sorry. Sorry. Well, I'm saying it's like a Facebook quiz. It is on the Discord as far as I know. But it's just, it's similar to a Facebook quiz. So maybe I should have been more careful with my words. What the heck happened? I mean, I still have, the hair is still here. There's a lot of it. There's a whole lot of it. But the beard is gone. The beard is just, it had to go. I was sick and tired of it. Sick and tired, let me tell you. Now just wait until I try to look pretty. Oops, oops. So many wrong buttons. Yeah, give me your gifts. I appreciate it. You're a lovely new here. Now go sit in the box with the rest of them. That's where I keep mine, in a box. That's wrong. You shouldn't say that. And that is not gender-based comedy, okay? That is just person who owns harem and harlots. And they could be male or female. So don't you start that shit with me. Alright. Now, I'm afraid to look at what you've got going on for charm. You got these guys absolutely blasted up. And then nothing. And then nothing. And what I like to do is take it a little by a little. I've heard some people say it doesn't matter. I have heard it said. That it, oh my god, you have so much intimacy, you're just waiting. Not that much for charm, though. You probably just blasted all of this charm. You just skeeted your whole load of charm for the event, didn't you? And now you got all these companions. That's unfortunate. Well, we're going to be getting a couple of these. That made a difference. Now, you do want to get their stuff up a little higher. But how many of these do you have? You should probably bust 52 of these. You want to get some charm going. Maybe 2 nodes on everybody. And then just bust it. Absolutely bust that charm. Or the vigor potions. Get your parties going. Bro, my dude, you must check in. You must check in daily. Get your buffs. Important. It looks like you haven't played yet today, probably because you've been watching me. And I appreciate that. I like that about you. Boom. That's pretty nice. Alright, we are on the last day of this dungeon descent. Bro, mate, you gotta get it done. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Alright, let's look at the team. What do we got going on for the team? That's pretty sweet, I guess. You know, alright, so if I was going to be using this male bloom, I might also try to use the female here. And then just have clones everywhere. Good lord. And just be a real jerk. I'm assuming you're using both bears as frontliners. But it's something I might consider. It might be funny to do. That could be funny. Do you even have Miss Monkey doing anything? Is she going hard? Oh, I gotta look at this stacked. You end up getting to those Trevains and it just keeps going and going and going. Well, we got copies. We got a lot of copies. 21 copies? That's like 11 or 12 star, right? I need to remember. I need to just learn and actually remember. Problem is, you already got 2 assassins that you're building, so you're probably low on materials. Probably low on materials. Check the teams, he says. See the rosters. Believe in them. Alright. I mean, that's pretty okay. I wouldn't use this guy. You probably got him early and you were just using him early. I wouldn't. Unfortunately, I wouldn't do it. Especially now that you got the monkeys. You could make a lady monkey big enough to be good here. And I think that's what I would probably do. That is probably what I would be doing there. Other than that, pretty fine. Oh, you also made female bloom. You don't have any rogues left, do you? Oh boy. Shreyash did something silly. Did something silly with the companions. Is it the Sally Horn? Did you make it too strong? Too strong too soon? Bro, you've been summoning too much. You've been summoning too much for not having your intimacy right. Now, I'm playing Papa Bear right now. I'm gonna sit you down. Don't make me bend you over my knee. Getting all of these dudes is good. You have raised your power a decent amount. You're getting strong. That's great. Get your intimacy right. I don't know how you even made it to 123k without having your companions and without having people that were actually meant to be in the districts. You must just have all of the late game champions that just happen to already have a somewhat decent amount. Let's investigate that, shall we? Correct. We'll just click at random here. Same, correct. And then over here, how about this? Same. Bruh, my brother in Christ. These could all be at 5,000. Each person here. You could have over 200k in your districts per minute. You could. You could do that. In fact, if you actually do the carousing and all the charm and stuff that you need to take care of, you could be at 250k. You could be matching what I'm putting out. Why are you sitting on all this stuff? Why are you sitting? Now I know that you were sitting on these just to be a bit of a smartass. I find that to be as funny as the next guy. But the joke has been had, and you're going to use them all. We're not waiting for an event. You'll probably get plenty of charm items from that anyway. You'll be able to dump a bunch of charm. I'm so sad that you are rank 2 on this already. I am so sad that you just spent 9,307. And then we got you 10 companions that it could have been used more efficiently on. That sucks. That's unfortunate. But I think it's going to be fine. This might even be a situation where getting a little bit of the... Oh, wow. He's already been buying them. Normally, I would never say to buy these, but he's been doing it. He's been doing it, folks. Oh, there's been a couple of errors, but I'm willing to forgive and forget. So, just to be clear, when we raise up our charm, we get more charisma from carousing. And then, when we do our companionship, we want to be spending as little as possible while maintaining our ratios. So if this is the baseline, the middle level is our baseline, we're going to call this 2. So let's say that you have 2k here. You want to have 1k here and 4k here for your costs. So this bottom one is twice as much as the middle, and then this one is half as much as the middle. So that's what we want to be doing. We want to be getting the charm going on all of them. Then we want to not be sitting on vigor potions. I get it. Sometimes somebody cranks it up so it takes 15 carousing, and you got to do that every day, and it takes a lot. I usually skip those quests when they get too high. The most I like to accept is 9. So I would save 10 or 15. Spend the rest of them after you get your charm done. And then go through and try to keep these all even. And you're going to spend the lowest amount that you can spend while keeping them even within those ratios. I hope that makes sense how I'm saying that. After you do that, you're going to try to get some more of these characters going mythic. And you're at the point now where I might even just go the Lux right away. But obviously you also need Doombringer. And I would say that I don't even care about aggressive that much. I want your districts right. But if you want aggressive, you can do that instead of the Doombringer. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's pretty small difference. I went for aggressive. People have been saying that aggressive still scales wrong. I am not coming into that conclusion myself. I know that that's based on somebody doing some testing. I don't necessarily agree with it, though. I don't think it's accurate. You hate the carousing process in this game? Well, you use BlueStacks, and I do have a video that shows how to make macros in BlueStacks, and you can just do that with a macro. I kind of hate doing the companionship part of it. It's a little bit tedious. You got to remember a bunch of stuff, and it gets a little bit annoying. All right, let's look at traits. My man has noble. What are you doing with your life? I can't believe you've done this. Fierce would be much better, of course. And it's a level 19, so you know it was married on. You must have been going for something else and just didn't get it. I can sort of respect it. It happens. But also, it's on your main team and it's got to go. Another thing we're going to look at. Equipment. Alright, he's got him level 10. He's got him level 10. Oh my god, bro! Why, dude? What the fuck, Tracher? Bro! Over 2,000? Over 2,000 of them? Okay. Alright. I was about to end the stream, but now things are going to be different. I wish I had a drink, but I don't. Mate. Alright, who's your main team? This is your main team. Our power is about 6.5 million. About 6.5 million. Okay. I hope everybody here is paying attention. This applies to all of y'all's. All of y'all's. 6.5 million. Will I be doing a review on the rerun champions that I missed? Eventually. The best I can do right now is to do what I want to do. I am having my own struggles in life, and I gotta just do what makes me happy. So that's what I'm focusing on. And I hope that everybody will respect me in this trying time. First of all, if you have any mythics, they go on this guy because he's the overpowered one. And that's the way we do it. At least you have the special hat on him. Alright. Now we're going to take this up to level 10. We're going to reduce these back so that it's exactly the number that we want. Boom. And then we're going to put in our rune. And you have a level 8 rune just chillin'. Okay. Now, we're going to go look at our team again after having done one rune. I don't know why that barely changed it. I actually don't know why that barely changed it. That should be changing that more, but it is what it is. Alright, let's do the rest of the team. Oh my lord, bro. So, for these bears, I'm going to do the boots that are highly focused on Constitution. I should make sure you got all your weapons done. Do you have all your weapons done? Is that how you did that? Is that how you did? Oh, the dodge doesn't add might. It doesn't matter. Is the monkey boy good for a main team? Is he worth maxing out at where you're at? I really like the monkey boy, but you need him to eat crowd control for him to do a ton of damage. But I think that he's super good. But you really want to be using him correctly for him to be super good. The female is probably better at being easy to use, because she doesn't need to be in a specific spot other than usually you don't want her to be the person imminently eating damage. But sometimes it happens. But I have the male built up, and I'm going to build him as high as I can build him. Because he is good. He's very good. Oh, that's annoying. It goes a little over, but... do I care enough? Do I care enough to do this? Alright, we'll do it. We'll do it. Why not? That only took 76, by the way, of your 2,000. Alright. Now, we'll go check this again. I didn't realize that the dodge didn't apply at all. But I guess that's the case. Boom! Look at that! Huge gains! That's already huge gains. That's 1 rune. Meaning, if we did the runes for all of this team, we would be probably an 8 million team instead of a whatever tiny boy. 6.4 something is what you were. That's a huge jump. A huge, massive jump. So, all right, I didn't look at everybody that's on the team. This lady, and look at where you're suffering, my friend. Look at these people. Look at their level compared to their stars. Do you know why that's happening? Because your districts suck. Your districts suck right now. I'm saying that from a place of love. Get your districts fixed, please. Fix them. If you fixed your districts, you would be basically as big of a team as my main team. You would have that power. But you ain't doing it. You ain't choosing. Oh boy, her weapon isn't even done. First, let's make sure she doesn't have a better weapon available. She does. We'll check for these as well, why not? I guess we've learned... Well, she's main team, so she gets the better gear. That's what happens. Main team gets the better gear. Hey, boom. Now, let's do it all again. I don't know why I care about saving that, but I do. I do a little bit. Oh, we need one more. We need one more. Get it, girl. I guess I should have just pressed the quick button one more time, but what are you gonna do? Booma. Now let's see what we got for a big boy to chuck into here. Oh, that's a pretty big boy. That's a pretty big boy. Can I fix your districts for you? I suppose these are the kinds of streams that people like. We have a little bit of fun, and then I get down to serious mode. I guess I'll skip getting the dodge. The dodge is good. It is good. But I'm trying to prove a point. Oops. And you have all the materials right here to do it. So many materials. Boom. Yeah, get it. Now, I don't know if I care about getting the upgrades until everybody has theirs put in, but it's fine. It's fine, I'm gonna do it this time. And then we will continue moving through the crew. Now, she is an important one because This makes me sad. This makes me sad, man. She needs this. She's like the only person who really cares that much about the helmet. But she likes it. I don't know why they make me edit that every time. Just do it the right way, game. Be smart. Be smart. Do your part. Now, she absolutely wants the biggest one of these. Why? Because she gets fortitude, and she gets a ton of stuff from having a bunch of fortitude. She's already stacking it crazy. So making it extra strong on her is super good. And eventually, when she gets to get these bonuses, she'll actually be one of the people that might consider, I'm not saying she's going to do it, she might consider having 5 to get the bonus for fortitude. It's possible. That would require testing, so don't rush out and tell everybody it's the new best thing. And I know she needs to get her weapon done, but we're going to be doing it to the boots. If I had to do the boots first, I would do the boots first. Because I want the constitution. I want that con, bro. She's a tank, bro. She needs that con, bro. And she can have a nice upgrade there. Beautiful. And since we're just doing the whole main team, we're gonna... You got so many! You got so many! They always go over the top. Their AI needs help. Needs a little help with that. Just a skosh. You should go to bed, Savesu? Nah, fam. Well, I'll wrap it up soon. Very soon. Oh man, it's already 9? What happened to the time? What had happened? Alright, who else do we got on main team? Is it the Bloom? No, he's on the second team. It's the monkey. Alright, monkey. Oh, Lord. Lordy Jesus. Alright, do we got any assassin gear? I'm sure we do. Well, I guess maybe not. But if we do, we want him to have it. That would be ideal. Can I get at least one, my friends? Hey, yeah, he don't need that. Make sure you go through on your other teams because I just took gear off of them and they need it put back on. And I don't remember everybody that I'm touching. Hi-yo, if you know what I mean. It gets pretty serious. I should just use the coins for this so that they stop being there. I will. Eventually. Almost done. We're almost done. Does he get an upgrade? You know he do. You know he do. Get him his weapon. Pop it and lock in. Alright. Uno mas. We'll get rid of that one. And we'll chuck in a hat and we'll just be 10 over. I can't. It hurts. I'm doing it. I don't like being over, but I'm doing it. I'm just tired. Mostly I'm tired of people being ugly to each other. Alright. Give him the big strong. Boom. Were you having trouble with people dying before? Because that's going to be less common. For sure, that's going to be less common. Eh, it's fine. Starting to feel like it's taking me too much time. We've all been there before. And boom. Wow, he gets a couple. And since you have so many, and this guy's overpowered, he's extraordinarily strong, I am not going to do this for every single person. I did this for every single person on my team, and I actually kind of regret it, because I wanted it for my second teams. So, I'm only going to do this on this person, and I am only suggesting that you do this on the wildly overpowered person for now, until you're comfortable with your second team. You don't need to do your third team, it's nice if you do, but you want to have at least your second team having their runes, at least the important ones. And when I say that, I mean boots and weapon. If you can get those two to level 10 and you want to start going to level 15 on some other people, that's fine. But there's sort of a balance that you have to strike here. I've only used half of these, by the way, and I just did an entire team. I know, you're doing it for the memes, but I'm using you as an example. Meme lord, that's what you get. That's what you get for being a meme lord. I've only used half of them. Everybody remember that. Alright. What about our skills? We also, the skills are really cranked up on that guy. Where I'm at right now, I've been farming books as much as I can farm them, wherever I can farm them. And I have reset all of my characters and evened them out a little bit, because the benefits that you get from upgrading skills are not as high as the cost to get those higher level skills, when you could be getting your secondary team to being at level 5 for every skill, you know? And then maybe this whole team is just at level 9 for their skills instead of level 10, but your whole second team is at level 5 or 6 because it's so much cheaper to do the lower levels. I think that's very much worth it, and that's what I've been trying to do, so that they're look at the books, please. Bro? You're gonna make me angry. You're gonna... Mate! Look, because you have so much work to do in the districts, I'm glad that these are here. I'm glad that they're here. But you are holding yourself back so hard. Jiminy Christmas. Oh, kids these days. That's a lot of purple books. It's a lot of blue books too. Why aren't you using your stuff? Yeah, exactly, Savesu. You gotta start playing the game, my dude. 842 bouquets. What have you been doing? How do you even have characters? Bruh. I'm not gonna hurt him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. You have more books probably than I do. Alright, and he's at level 10. She's at level 10. She's at level 7. I guess. He's at level 8. She's on a team. What is you doing? You got the books. Book out your second teams. You can leave your first team where it is. It's fine. Put them on your second team at least. And then if you still want to finish out some extra ones, go back and do the thing. Alright, now. Oh, look at that. Does anybody recall what number I guessed if we went through and did the things? Does anybody? I know, I shouldn't be a jerk and say, I told you so. But that's like exactly the number that I said. And that's a significant increase in your power. That's almost a 25% gain in your overall might on this team. Almost exactly. Kai, I agree, this is torture. Tracher has pulled one over on us all today. And I don't ever want to see this shit again from you. Never. Never ever. Alright. My dude. I've got plans for you. And honestly, this is such a problem, I don't even want to wait for an intimacy challenge, even though I feel like it's coming in 2 days. We're going to wait the 2 days. I don't know what the actual schedule is because I haven't been paying attention to that. But, if anybody in this server does know if an intimacy challenge is coming or not, please say your piece. If it is coming, we're going to wait. And then after that, we're going to do your districts. Now, you're a good friend and you're very generous to me. So, for most people, I won't do their districts. Not just for the fun of it, because it is a little bit annoying. But the amount of increase that you can get from this, if we just get all of your perfect dudes, the strength that you are going to gain is going to be outrageous. But I'm also noticing a little bit of a problem here, which is that we don't have a bear companion. Intimacy is after this one. Okay, so we're going to wait the 2 days. We're going to wait the 2 days for that. We only have 5 copies of her. That's 1 more star. He's done. He's starred as far as he can go. That doesn't mean that you're done using them. But it does mean that they're moving to the second team. And we need to look for replacements. Did I have you summon on Esterier? I don't recall. I don't even remember if you were playing. You've got 12 of her. You got no mythic. So obviously not. That was not the case. We're going to have to figure something out for you for frontliners. I don't want to be moving into this female Lionstone territory. The old ones just aren't that good. So we're going to have to... Oh, man. It sucks that this event, like, these guys are actually decent. They don't suck. They're not the best. They're not my first choice. But you're going to be held back by that. You're not going to try that hard with him having 800 roses? I mean, that's fair. That is fair. Miranda says no bitches. Well, that's not true anymore. He's got 20 companions after we got half of those on this day alone. On this day alone. Alright, I don't want you to spend any more diamonds on charm. But what I do want you to do is I want you to start getting the first 2 nodes on as many people as you can get. Because maybe I should only have you do the first 1 node while you don't have any charm. But with the intimacy event coming around and with the amount of intimacy you need, you can't afford to be spending your diamonds right now. You need to get these districts done. And I know you got a lot of materials for it. So that's our plan. You've got quite a bit of intimacy. You don't have enough to really go the whole hog. You might get Griffin and Lux done. And that's probably the order that we're going to do it in. Let me check. Let me check the old districts. Let me see what we got. You might be saved just by having random mythics. I don't think that... I don't think White Eyes are included in the ones that have the higher amount. So you're going to need the Griffin for sure. And you need the Lux for sure. So that's our goal. We're going to get, in 2 days, Lux and Griffin maxed out on intimacy. We are going to literally fill these... Oh, my game crashed. Unfortunate. We'll just go to this mode. What's up, dude?
Love you, Night.
Love you, Night. You look happy. Do you have a good Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
You get lots of candy?
Hi.
Wow, you're handsome.
Hi.
Oh, they're starting to say hi. I can hear them typing right now. Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
You're awesome. I like your glasses. They remind me of my own.
Yeah. And you're awesome too, Dad.
Thanks, buddy. High five. Boom. You just looking at yourself?
It looks like we're Ninja Turtles with this background.
We look like the Ninja Turtles with this background? I love that. That's perfect.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm Donatello today and you're Raphael, right?
Yes.
Of course. Alright. You run along to bed.
You're wearing your own merch on stream.
I'm wearing my own merch on stream. That's right. Love you, Night, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget to close that door, of course.
And everyone should get your merch too.
That's right. Everybody should go to the merch store. The link is probably in the description and buy your Rage Panda 1 merch today. Very smart. He's a smart kid. He's a very smart kid. Don't forget to close that door. Alright, so the plan is we're not spending on any more charm. I'm so sad for how that timing worked out. That's not your fault. You're going to do all of your 888 explorations. You're going to do that hopefully tonight, and the charm that you get from that is what you're going to spread around to all of your different dudes. So, not buying anymore, going to spread it around. In 2 days, we're hoping for the intimacy challenge. We're probably going to get it. And then we're going to do the luxuriant first, because she's going to be the biggest difference. So we're doing the luxuriant first, and then we're going to do the griffin. And I think that after we get those done and cranked up, and then your districts are plump, just so full they're turning purple. You know what I mean? Like really swelled up and ready to be squeezed for their nectar. Then we're going to use your like 1,500 purple chests or whatever stupid number you have. Then we're going to level up your first team. Then you're going to be in the 10 million club and you're going to be having a good time. And we'll get your second teams maybe around, I don't know, 7 million, something like that, where your main team is now. And I do want you to go through on your second team, figure out who you actually really like using on that second team, and get their equipment, at least in the weapon and in the boots, to be level 10 with runes in them. I hope that you have gathered all of that plan, and you are ready to execute fully. And if I see any more of those stamina potions on your account the next time I'm in there, we are going to be in a fight. We are both a verbal and possibly physical altercation is going to take place. Because how dare you? How very dare you? Well, at this point, we've been together now for over 3 hours, and you guys have given me a wonderful Valentine's Day. And I appreciate everybody for donating and sticking around and putting in their own jokes and letting me be a bit of a dirty boy on Valentine's Day. It did get a little bit maybe too dirty, some would say. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. I have been Rage Panda 1, and I will see you in the next one.